Come on, turn
Let me
off
ready.
Stardew.
What's up,
Come
everybody?
play a game
Welcome
with
back
us.
to another episode of Bits, Crits, and Halfwits. I am Perfectly Techno, your disaster tour guide. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Welcome all the new people to the disaster tour. I hope everybody's having a good day today. And let's get into it, because it's cow times, and some chaos is about to happen.
Moo!
What's going on, Addison?
Hello,
What's going on,
hello,
Addison Holmes?
disaster tourists.
What's going on, Mooney Delta? Gosh, so many
Delta.
people. Oh, you already bred the dragon? Did we get a cool
Yeah,
one?
I did. It basically stayed the same. It really only lost its pattern, and it changed the blue to like a really nice mint color.
Oh, okay. Well, you do like your mint color.
I do like my mint
Nice.
colors. I was quite pleased, but it kept the dot eyes, which is truly the most ideal part.
Yeah, he looks a little upset, but you
Yeah,
know.
he does. That's the same mouth he had, though.
Fair.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Little upsetty
we're
spaghetti.
we're gonna get right into it. So while we got a lot, I feel like we're gonna have a lot of new people today. So we're going to go over people's. When I introduce you, say who you are, your name, your backstory, your name, a little bit, like 2 or 3 sentences about your character, just like we've been doing for the last couple weeks, and then give me those D100 rolls. While we're doing that, so first we have Elliot Burning Oak, played by.
It is me, Isaac. Elliot is a character out of the Elven Nation. He was originally a royal, but concealed his identity as he did not want to get conscripted into the Elven service, and so he hid from that. And later had to just leave because they were broadening their recruitment. So Elliot is on the run from his home country.
And then we have Lyra Dream Shadow, played by. Also, just so my players know, if you guys type things in the chat can see them. So.
And
Oh,
I think my F is justified as I rolled a 12 on a D100.
I don't disagree with you.
Okay. Anyway, my name is Rosie. I am One Rosie CS on Twitch and elsewhere, and Lyra is a wizard who went to school with Elliot's character and also ran away from the draft with him. And her family is from the human city of Stipvale, which recently got destroyed. So that's kind of where she's at.
The
It's not a
human
great
city
place, but
formerly
yeah.
known as.
Yeah.
All right. And then we have Nom Dream Shadow, played by.
Me, Gentleman Ferret. Nam is a little lizard guy, little lizard kobold man. He's sneaky, an orphan because his entire family got kidnapped. But is no longer an orphan and got adopted by Lyra's mother, kind of forcefully. It was an interesting situation for Nam.
Okay, so Flam's yelling at me to turn on the live sign. I'll turn it on, but when I turn it on, it's no longer going to say live. It is just going to be a ball of light. Click.
I can't wait.
Yeah, enjoy the massive ball of light. The second sun that is ruining the autofocus on my camera. I'm turning it back off.
Is that Jesus?
No.
Is that Jesus? It really is just a ball of light.
Yeah, I need to go pick up a dimmer for it. After Nom Dream Shadow, we have Newsen, played by.
It's me, the Sky T. I'm playing the Minotaur Barbarian Newsen, formerly Stormhorn. I am a Minotaur who was driven out of her homeland for failure to lead well because of her previous name. We joined up with the group at a tavern in which Elliot and Lyra helped hide us from the Elven Nation because the Minotaur and Elven Nations are warring. And she has been thrust into a new position of leadership, which she's very hesitant to hold. And she and Elliot have been butting heads quite a lot as of recent.
She also suffered the ultimate disgrace.
Yep. She had to give up her last name to enter the city that we're in currently. So she is currently a nameless Minotaur. which in our personal Minotaur lore is a very bad thing.
Yes. It is a very bad thing.
It is
The
indeed.
worst of things, maybe. Besides dying, I guess.
And then lastly, we have Lulin Boldspeaker.
Played by me, Brambo. Lulin is a paladin druid who used to be a he would teach the younglings how to fight, various weapons and whatever, and Newsom ended up becoming one of his best pupils. And when Newsom and the Minotaur people fell to magical uncertainties, Lulin also left because people extradited him for being a failure as a teacher. And now he ventures with the party.
Emotional damage.
Yeah,
Damage.
so we got Nom got a 57, Newsom got a 12, Elliot got an 85. I still need rolls from Lulin and Lyra.
I
Oh,
don't
I'm
mind.
sorry. I did it on the through the.
You gotta do it on
Beyond.
Foundry.
Yeah, we're doing
Oh,
everything
geez.
on Foundry now.
Fine.
We're doing everything
Okay,
on Foundry now.
Shit.
Which is really easy because I imported your character sheets for you.
I appreciate
Yes.
that.
But I rolled a 91 on the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I
Did you
kind of
import?
figured, it would someone would have to roll pretty bad to get less than my 12.
So I'm just gonna circle back to some of these comments that they're talking, because now they can talk chat without me realizing it, which I'm actually okay with. I think that's kind of funny. But we're gonna circle back to hello chat. It's your cow mommy here to tell you that you are amazing. And then we have Elliot. Just hi chat. It's me, the Isaac. I'm sponsored by carrots because they are good, and you are less likely to go blind if you eat them. I think. Yeah, that's a lie made up by the British during World War II. And then
How do you know?
Because I know history.
True.
Have you ever stuck a carrot in your eye, PT?
They're far less likely
What
to
in the
blind you than
magic school
other
bus
things.
Miss Frizzle shit? And then it is me, Nom, the Nom guy, whose name is Nom.
Also accurate. All of
Hey,
these
it's
things
me,
very
the nom
accurate
guy.
statements.
Anyways, Newson,
name is
go ahead
Nom.
and give me a recap of what happened last week.
I'll give a slightly wider recap.
Yeah, you know what? That's acceptable. Go as big as you want on your recap.
So after Stipvale was destroyed, by our first attempt to stop one of the warlocks who is trying to aid a evil guy. We're not really sure what he is. His name is Rowan. He's a problem.
His
He's
name
a
is
big
Rowan.
problem. No, Rowan.
Rowlin. It's
Rowan.
me, Rowlin.
It's
Rowlet,
Rowlet,
God.
the
Rowan
Pokemon.
from the Pokemon universe. Look, I think it's accurate that Newsom would not remember his name, so just saying.
Oh my god, where did all those
Fair.
pink dice come from?
Don't worry
That's a
about
lot
it.
of damage.
And I'm sure as hell doesn't remember his name.
So anyway, we were able to save a couple people who we ended up making generals for our armies, and then we did a 6-month time skip. We were looking for the kobolds, all that good stuff. We traveled with our army through the continent, through the forests, set them up somewhere nearby so that we could check out the central world tree, which is supposed to be deserted, but we had been hearing things about, we had been told that there might have been a civilization underneath of it. So we headed that way, encountered a giant maze, which definitely we did not know was going to be there. The maze sucked. It killed us like a lot. But every time we died, we got
magically.
reset back to the beginning of the maze. Eventually, we were able to make it through with Elliot's amazing magic sniffing nose. Not in werewolf form, but not before Lyra was kidnapped. by
Yeah, they
other
got
were
me.
people, which Newson did not take well, and still doesn't take well. So we made it to the central city, and everyone was able to get in okay, except for Newson, who had to give up her last name to get in because her ancestor, Ulfast Stormhorn, left the city, which is apparently a crime that we didn't know about. So she had to renounce her ties to her family, which was dramatic and sad. And now she is feeling some kind of way about all that. We started meeting all of the people in the city. They started explaining some of the history that they just kind of assumed that we knew. And we had a couple people who were very skeptical of our skills. Pathos.
Not wrong.
And me, I'm skeptical of our skills.
Well, you know, fair enough. Fair enough. Everyone's skeptical of our ability to do anything. So we started researching about what we felt like the best course of action to do was. Our armies finally made it to us. Newson and Elliot had a big fight because Elliot feels like she doesn't trust him, and she's concerned that he's going to be taken advantage of by the other werepeople in the city who have chosen to trust him and not the rest of the group. Newson then went and confronted the leader of the werepeople, who doubled down on the fact that he didn't trust any of us except for Elliot, which went about as well as you can expect. I mean, technically we didn't fight, so I guess it went pretty well. Then the armies showed up. We spoke with all of the leaders, and today we are deciding where to send everyone, what to do, and then we're headed for Koboldia to meet with an imprisoned warlock there, apparently, which Velkin, who is a previous consort of ours, now turned into my personal axe. To try and understand more about how to deal with the warlocks that are harrying each of the world trees and causing our world to be thrown into absolute chaos. And that's what you missed on Bits, Crits, and Halfwits. Also, if you want to read more in-depth or more descriptions of every single episode that you've missed up to this point, because PT never puts his commands in his titles, it's !lore
My gosh,
to
you're
check
so
out
right.
the
I forgot to
Wikipedia.
this week.
Yep. So you can check out the fandom wiki page to kind of catch up on everything that's happened up to this point, because there's a lot more detail that I simply could not fit in without talking for like 20 minutes at least.
I fixed. Oh yeah, Coffee says you missed the 3 kobolds being gremlins. I feel like we need to.
Well,
No, I feel like we
Well-
don't need to talk about them. I feel like that's something that everybody in chat should experience for the first time themselves.
exactly. You can't truly describe what it's like to know the kobolds. You simply have to experience it.
Yeah.
You have to experience the kobold to understand the kobold.
I mean, you really do. Like, Nom is the kobold.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all that matters.
Our favorite kobold.
I don't know.
Whoa.
Wow.
You try
Honestly,
replace
Actually, you know what?
Brass knuckles.
Yeah, can I pull
You know what?
brass knuckles out of my wormhole pocket?
Bro,
After the tree
I cannot
presentation,
wait until one of the
favorite
kobolds
kobold.
puts on the brass knuckles and you reach into your pouch and pull them off his hand and put them on yours.
That's when I'm like level 15 or something and think I can actually take them on.
Mm.
Bold of you to assume you can take them on at level 15.
No,
I was gonna say.
I'll wait until 20 just to be sure.
I gave you a pretty clear explanation last episode of what the kobolds actually are.
Yeah,
They just don't know it.
even if they don't know it.
Yeah, they
They forgot.
They stupid.
They're not stupid, they just gave up all their memories of what they are.
They're just like, I'm pretty sure if we were the 3 big dragon guys, we would know.
Anyways, let's play some D&D.
Let's play
So
some
you
D&D.
guys
Let's
have
do it.
just sent all of your people off. Would you like me to give you a reminder of where you sent them all?
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably a good plan.
Oh,
For chat,
I
I
didn't.
mean.
Yeah,
I
for chat.
definitely remember.
Yes.
Yeah, if one of you guys remembers, then that would be cool. Not for me, but you know.
Obviously he remembers.
Yeah.
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 No, for sure.
Obviously he remembers what's going on. Okay, data-sized medics are currently in reserve. You sent Balazar and his engineers to go look for airships in Stipvale. Montano and his close combat fighters are in reserve and currently training up the Brester army. Nadina and his spies are currently attempting to get spies into Zarea. Naal is currently harassing and drawing attention from the elves in the north. And Bathos is sending his people to do reconnaissance in Bourgeoisie.
PT, can you do me a favor? Can you type their names into our group chat? Because I have spelled them differently every time I've ever written them down.
I
That's a
have shared the battalion document with all of you that has their names on them.
I'm sending it to you.
That's true.
Thanks.
And also
I
has all of
appreciate
their
it.
current assignments on it.
I definitely did not forget about that, I promise.
Totally.
Isaac actually always has that open.
Damn.
Wow.
It's the only notes I
Apparently-
need.
It says I need
My access to this
Yeah,
document
I
was
also do not
denied,
have
so
access.
I will send it again.
I'm gonna
I
send
guess
a
I'm
message.
the only one who has ever opened this document.
No, I
I sent-
definitely
I sent
opened
a
it when we
message.
first got it.
It's fair. Rosie knows
I
what's
guess-
up. Whenever I'm given any official documentation, I say, all right, let's see how I can exploit this.
I see.
Try clicking
Oh,
on
you'll
the
let me
one I
set up
just
a
sent.
trading route. Okay.
There we go.
Alrighty, so you
Becomes
guys
most
just sent
powerful
all your
trader.
battalions away. They all left. So
Well, some of them.
yeah.
Anyway.
And then I think you guys went to sleep with the intention of leaving in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, so you guys get a long rest. When you wake up, let me get some music going. Actually, give me 1 sec.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
music.
a great idea, actually. Oh, wait. Are you playing through Spotify?
No, I'm playing through Epidemic Sound.
Damn.
I can share that with you though.
Oh.
So
So
you
that
guys
we
can all
can
hear it,
also
yeah.
listen. Yay!
Yes.
This is good. Now I don't have to listen to us speak twice and listen to the music through the stream.
What
Be the
you've been
most
doing?
ideal situation.
That's what you've been doing this whole time?
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
always
God.
listen to us double sound.
That's how. How is
I
your
don't know
brain
how you
wired?
did that.
I'm really
Isn't it
used to it,
obvious?
I guess.
Sky
Alright.
takes the 2 neurons between all 3 of us and hoards them all stream long.
It's true. I steal the brain cells right before we start so that I can play my not very intelligent, not very wise character. But I
Fair.
can listen to music.
Honestly, okay, here's a hot take though. It is
Uh-huh.
harder to play a dumb character than it is to play a character who has the same intelligence as the person playing it.
Yes, that is
is-
very true.
That is without a doubt a fact. Unless you're me and all you know is dumb character.
I'm constantly having to mediate myself when playing Newzen because I can't help it. Also, it's really hard to...
Metacognition? What's that?
It's so hard to swap between Newzen and Squall because all Squall does is lead. And I have to swap back to Newzen,
Yeah.
who is very, very unsure of her leadership skills.
Alrighty. So, what are you guys wake up inside your keep? What are you doing?
I would like to have a conversation with Montano about getting some armor.
Okay. So you head out. Newson, are you bringing anyone with you?
Nope.
You head out into the. You head out into the town, and you after looking around, like you ask some soldiers where to go, and they point you in the direction, and you find that Montano has apparently just taken over a very large workshop in the center of Brester.
Ideal, honestly.
And when you walk in, this giant Loxodon is just frantically making a giant sword.
Like
when you walk in, like all you hear is clang, 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 clang. Like this man is trying to get this thing shaped before the heat wears off.
Oh, got it. I will wait because as somebody who grew up with a parent who made weapons, I would know how important it is to not interrupt that process. So I'm more than happy to wait it out for a little bit while he works, or offer help.
After a little bit, you watch him take the sword and he sets it back in the forge. The heat back up, and he walks over and he goes, "General, how can I help you?"
I see you've set up shop again.
Never feed him after midnight.
Hey, lucky uncle, thanks for the follow. Well, you know, all of us are setting up shop again. You should see the building that Naal took over. I think he's trying to rebuild the beaten and battered.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
I can't. I don't need that many fighters fighting each other. We need our men focused on the battle at hand. How can I help you?
Well, that's fair. I was looking to maybe get some armor, and you make only the best.
I appreciate that. Also, Willard the Wizard, thanks for the follow. Well, I would say, what kind of armor are you looking for, General?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Lulin's usually the one who wears armor. It's not something that I've done in the past, but I'm feeling like as we're getting into more and more danger, it might be better for me to be able to glance a couple more hits, despite being very good at taking them.
Understandable. So, are we looking for plate? Something magical?
If you've got something magical, I wouldn't say no to it. But chain, plate, really anything works.
Okay. Well, let's see. I have to see what I have on hand that you can even wear. And he kind of he walks over to you and he pulls out like a tailor's ruler. And without asking for permission, just starts like measuring your biceps, measuring your neck. Which is pretty easy for him, considering this is probably the one person in Brester who towers over you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And he just kind of starts measuring. He goes, "So, I mean, did you have anything that you were particularly interested in?"
I'll take your lead on this one. Like I said, I'm kind of new to the armor wearing thing.
Well, Well, what kind of environment are you heading into?
We're headed towards Koboldia, so largely we're going to be traveling over plains, but eventually we'll be in the mountains.
All right. When do you intend to leave?
Today.
All right. So, General, you see the problem with that.
Yes, I do. I mean, if nothing else, I can get it. Eventually, I'm sure we'll return to regroup with you guys. So, if nothing else, I could have you working on it, and we'll get it when we return. If you have something that I can temporarily use for the time being on hand that might work, I won't say no to it. But ideally, I can have you work on it while we're gone.
Let me see if I can find some chainmail around here somewhere. It's going to be the easiest to
fit.
slapped together, for lack of a better term.
Understandable.
Hey, Darth, welcome from TikTok. Well, I have some chainmail here that I can make work, I think. And he pulls out like 3 chainmail vests, and he looks at them all, and then he just starts undoing links on all of them, so he can kind of stitch them together.
I will offer him my hands to help the work go faster with unlinking them.
Alrighty. So you assist him. And it's gonna take probably like an hour for you guys to get this done. So we're gonna see what the other people are doing while you guys are doing this.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Elliot, Lyra, Nom, and Lulin, what are you up to?
I was probably also gonna head to the armory.
Okay. So, Newson, while you're in there, Lulin will arrive, and we'll say Lulin arrives, because I'm assuming Lulin stopped for a big helping hay of breakfast.
You're absolutely right.
Cool. When you arrive, you see that there is it looks like all of the chairs have been rearranged to create a small outpost next to the table.
Okay.
As you approach the table, one of the kobolds comes out of the outpost and holds up a hand to you and goes, "Identification?"
I'm just gonna pick him up and assume throwing position.
Ah, yes. You is Lulin. Identification confirmed. Please sit down.
I set him down and give him little pats on the head.
Okay. Table. Lulin arrived. Make hay. And you just see just a pile of hay, like 10 feet tall, just appears in the center of the table. And the kobold pulls a little pad out of seemingly nowhere and go, "That be 5 silver? Would you like mead with hay?"
We had made a mistake.
Lulu's just gonna start eating the hay.
We make sure you know dine and dash. And the kobold, give me a perception check.
Oh boy.
Also, for my players, if you don't like how your sheets look, you can change how your sheet looks.
What?
How?
If you click on your sheet on the skull in the upper right,
Whoa.
and then you click on your name, you can change what your sheet looks like by using the sheet setting icon.
That would have been a billion times better.
And so Lulin, you don't notice, but you just hear a clink noise.
Lulin's gonna swat at the area of the clink.
You feel a chain in your hand. And when you look down, the kobold has bolted your ankle to the table with an adamantine chain.
Oh my god.
If Lulin was a barbarian, he'd be raging.
No, the kobold looks up at you and goes, "No dine and dash."
Okay.
Lyra, Elliot, and Nom, what are you doing?
Elliot's gonna get up, see that 2 people have already left, and go, "I thought we were leaving in the morning."
We did leave.
I think that Lyra is going to... Ooh. She's gonna go try to find Elliot, actually.
Alright, so
Well,
when you
Elliot's
head
just
into the
standing
common area, I'm
in the
assuming
hall.
you'd find Elliot standing there.
Yeah.
He's holding his coat and his backpack, looking around confused at the fact that people are already gone. I swear to God. Can these people not keep a schedule? We said we were leaving in the morning.
Well, we didn't say an exact time. They'll be here, don't worry.
We go get some
But,
breakfast.
Yeah, we should do that. And I wanted to talk to you, because Newson and I went to talk to Bathos yesterday.
Oh yeah, what did he have to say?
Well, we asked him our. Did you say snitch?
I did.
Well, you're not here, so.
True.
Oh my God. Anyway, Lyra's gonna continue on. As we're walking to the food and say, well, he still doesn't like Ian Newson and the rest of us very much, but I thought it was important. We asked him about, my situation here. And he said that Ashburg was the one that ordered them to come and capture me.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so it's something to think about. And also, I mean, I don't have a talking weapon. You all do. And so,
Yes. Well, we still don't know who the last locksmith is.
right, that
I
was
think
my thought as well. Like, it might not be me, but then Bathos said that I smell different, and that's how he knew that I was a locksmith.
okay.
So, it's a bit
But
odd.
surely we must well, I mean the original last locksmith. Right?
I mean, I
is-
haven't. You mean the one that left here? The last one that left here?
Yeah.
I mean, I have an idea about who that is.
Oh.
Well, I couldn't confirm it because none of the books had pictures. But I think it might have been my mom. I mean, the stories just seem to line up.
Oh. Would it help if we changed the search parameters now that if we know we
No,
think it's
it was
her, can
like
we look for
the
her?
books. It was like the books had been defaced.
Oh.
I think that maybe if we ask someone might be willing to say something, but maybe not if they've even like messed with the books, you know?
Yeah. That's concerning.
Yeah.
Why did she leave?
Well,
Was there
she
something that drove her away?
she told me that she fell in love with my dad and wanted to be with him. And that's
Pretty charming guy. I could see it.
why. My dad is pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think the people here have much goodwill towards me, at least.
That doesn't bode well for you.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Thanks.
Well,
I was kind of saying that as a problem that might, affect the whole group and not just me. But yeah, I guess.
well, no, I mean it definitely affects it. I don't let me be misconstrued. This is definitely bad for the whole group. But how are you taking it? I mean, it's your mother
Oh.
who's left this place and gave up that life, and
Well,
with there's almost no chance that you're going to. I mean, you're not going to get a weapon unless she passes, and I don't think that's a sacrifice anyone is willing to make.
is that how that
You-
works?
Well, I mean, all of the other weapons have come from the very souls of the people.
Right. That's
So-
disturbing. Well, it's a good thing that I don't need a weapon. I don't.
Yeah.
But I don't really know how I feel about it. I mean, it's a pretty romantic story, but I feel like I don't understand. I don't understand what it meant for her to live here. Like, did she let all these people down? Is she a good person? I don't know.
Yeah, that's not for me to answer. I mean,
Yeah, I guess I'll have to do more research.
yeah. Speaking of, have you seen her around? I mean, most of the camp
I
had
haven't seen her yet.
arrived.
I'm kind of hoping. Well, I'd imagine she wouldn't come if she is.
Yeah. But then where did she end up? Where did she go?
I don't know. I was hoping you could maybe send a message to her.
I can send a message to her.
Great. Yeah, just
What do you-
ask her where
What
she's
do you
at.
want to say? Just ask her where she is, and
Yeah, make sure she's all right.
there's a small chance it'll get lost if we're not on the same plane. So maybe we should do that once we get back in that world.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then Elliot will turn and start walking towards the dining hall.
Yeah, Elliot will follow.
And-
Or Elliot and Lyra will follow.
When you
And
guys
keep up the
get to the
conversation.
dining hall,
Well, I was going to talk on the way.
Oh, okay, my
Oh.
bad.
Yeah, sorry. Speaking of, because there's standing conversation and there's moving conversation. Anyways,
Oh, yeah, they're different.
speaking of sending, I sent Professor Malum a message the other day. Get
No.
this.
Didn't. Why?
Well, because we were talking about how we, expelled him from the realm.
Okay, don't implicate me in this. That was your idea, and you did that.
Okay, well, you're the one who gave me the spell scroll. I couldn't have done it alone.
I didn't know
Um,
you were gonna do. Look, it sounded kind of funny.
And it was hilarious.
How are we
But
supposed
he
to
may
know?
be coming back for us. And I say us because, well, you gave me the spell scroll.
Did you tell him?
Well, I told him we had an army and we were.
But did you
Hang
say
on.
no? Did you say I gave you the spell scroll?
I will in the next message if you're not careful.
No. It's gonna retroactively give me an F.
Yeah, we'll see if he even gets back to this land. It sounds like he went to a pretty bad shit show over there.
Really?
Yeah, he spent like 5 years in prison.
Oh God.
I know. That's what he gets.
No, it's
Uh,
not.
Look, he's got that useless alchemy nonsense. It's just garbage, you know? It barely even works in this realm, you know? I mean, like, come on. Oh, magic could be destructive and so bad. Oh, yeah? How'd you get here? Anyways, so I've been talking to him. I'll keep you updated on how close he's getting. But
Okay, I'm gonna just pretend like I never heard any of this because I feel like I have enough on my plate with saving the world, honestly.
no,
and
but
I
it's
can't
like a
process
side
that right
quest,
now.
Lyra. It's like we're actual heroes, questers, adventurers. We have the quests and some side quests. It's just it really fills out our repertoire. You know.
I'm getting a headache.
Okay. And then I think now is about when we would get to the the lunchroom.
Your adventuring resume is gonna be so stacked.
When you guys get to the lunchroom, one of the kobolds walks up to you with a bow tie and a monocle on, and go, "Welcome to Kobold Table. What you want? Eat."
Yeah.
Thanks. I
Oh,
like your monocle.
identification, please.
Ah.
I'm the one who is thrown.
Identification confirmed, and he turns and looks at Lyra.
I like street.
Ah, nerdy book wizard. Yes. What you want? Eat. Kobold get for you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'd love some eggs, I guess.
Table, egg! And you just see what appears to be a very large egg, like the size of your head, just appear on a plate in the center of the table and rock back and forth. The kobold looks at it and goes, "No, table, cook egg." And then the egg catches on fire, and seconds later it's just nice and brown.
Thanks.
The kobold looks at Elliot and then just go, You predictable. Table, blood sausage.
If possible, I'd also like some salmon.
Table, whatever a salmon is. Then he looks at you both and he goes, "That be 5 silver," and just holds out his little fucking grubby kobold hand.
Lyra kind of sighs and reaches into her pocket.
Elliot'll give 6 silver. 20%
Oh yeah,
tip.
tip.
Sign of
Oh.
good
Tip.
good service up in the Elven Kingdoms, and then moves by.
You both enjoy food, and the kobold that I'm assuming is trying to dodge Lulin's hands is just looks up at him and goes, "See, you pay silver, get locked table." Nom, what are you doing?
Nam is in his room trying to frantically pack as many of the expensive things that he's stolen in the past in his bag before he leaves.
Just shoving everything in your bag. You're gonna walk out and just leave a trail of items falling off
Yeah.
of straps on the side of your bag.
Mm-hmm. Only the expensive items.
Well, I'm assuming since you stole them, you think all of these are expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's like various watches, maybe a Rolex. Just a bunch of, I don't know. Does the room also pertain to gold?
No. It doesn't
No?
have any of the gold you've stolen in it.
Okay. So
There's a pun there with Rolex and D&D. I just don't know where it is.
Do you have the time to Rolex some dice?
Damn.
That's not a pun. It only used one of the, like... I'm sorry.
Well, you're really criticizing someone's pun right now. You can't do that.
Anyways,
I guess you can
That's
call
a
that a
pun
punishment.
viewer,
the
but-
rest of you watch as Nom walks in, just leaving a trail of items before him, and as they hit the ground, they are disappearing. As Nom, you walk in, and one of the kobolds walks up to you and goes, "What you want, eat?"
What do I want to eat? I'll settle for some stew. I could use a good stew right now.
Table, make stew with imitation fish. And he looks back at you, he goes, "'Cause you just imitation a better kobold," and just walks
No!
back.
Burn.
Table, get me your finest stew.
Table,
You idiot kobold.
Table,
I
ignore
can-
fake kobold.
I can also
Table,
get food
ignore-
from the table.
table,
That's how the
ignore
table
him.
works.
Table, we made deal.
You made a deal with the inanimate object.
You watch the fine stew that had appeared for you. Just like you watch the top of it ripple, and it is very, very clearly now an imitation stew.
Oh.
You
Was
goddamn
that it?
table. What the hell? I just want some stew, like my mom used to make.
Make stew like Mom used to make, and you just watch a stew that is literally just like water, rocks, and potatoes appear on the table.
Ah, perfect.
We no charge you that not even real food.
You were gonna charge me for something that took zero effort on your part to make.
We facilitate dining experience.
It sounds like you're trying to steal from me, and I would know.
Just watch it. You watch as the kobold just slowly slides on brass knuckles.
Why are you now? You're trying to beat up your supposed guests in your restaurant.
Not very
The
much.
hospitality in this place sucks.
You sign waiver.
What waiver did I sign?
You see he pulls out a piece of paper that just very clearly in chicken scratch just says Nom at the bottom, and you very clearly did not write it. And the kobold goes,
Oh, yeah.
"See, you sign waiver. That your name?"
Is that my name? And Nom's gonna like take a closer look and grab it and try and rip it in half.
Lulin, Elliot, and Lyra, you watch as Nom snatches his piece of paper, and this other kobold just tackles him trying to get it back, and just leads to just chaos as they are rolling around this room, bumping into chairs. They bump into the fort, and you watch as half of it just collapses.
So, what's Lulin attached to the table? Just the leg?
Yep.
Cool. Lulin's just gonna pick up the table, slide the coupling off of the leg, and just walk out.
As you're walking out, one of the kobolds runs up to you and goes, "No, sir, wait! Return chain! Return chain, please!"
Nope, it's a part of me now.
Are you sure you want that?
Honestly, I like the idea that you just hook the other end onto your horn. Walk around.
It's a fashion accessory.
It is not that long of a chain.
That's fine.
You're just gonna keep it hooked around your hoof forever?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I've had
Disadvantage
it-
on
I've
all
had it to
stealth
the-
checks forever.
I
already had disadvantage.
I was gonna say,
I know he did.
You did nothing. Now he just has an adamantine chain that you can't take away.
Or I can just
Right?
have monsters grab and throw him around with.
I was gonna say
they'll
now-
cut
he
their
could
hands
also
off.
use it as an impromptu weapon. Like it's just a flail you've
Or,
attached to him.
Like one of those
If
things
someone
you'd use
knocks
as a
him
kid.
over, he just flings his legs in the air real aggressively.
No,
One
it's
of
like,
those
it's like a
ankle
razor
jumper
As you continue to walk away, the kobold stops chasing you, and you feel a tug on your hoof.
Ooh. Am I gonna do something about that? Yeah. Lula's gonna cast Series Smite on the chain.
You hear one of the kobolds inside the half collapse fort, the only one you haven't seen yet, yell, "Motherfuck!" As you just as you're watching this chain disappear into empty space. You watch as a tiny kobold hand comes out of it with a key, unlocks it, and just drags it away into just the void.
Little bastard.
One of the kobolds, the kobold runs out, just screaming at the top of his lungs as he's holding his hands in the air, clearly with burns on them, and he's just running around the room before he runs up to the table and dips them in Nom's soup. Nom,
Does Nom see this?
You're still fighting over the waiver you didn't sign.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I guess now Lulu would probably head to the armory.
Yeah, when you head to the armory, you see Newson and brain fart.
That's his name.
Montano.
You see Newson and Montano working on a set of chain link armor.
Morning.
Lulin, how's Mazebreaker treating you?
Pretty good. Got us into some trouble, but also fixed some solutions.
Yeah, he does that. That's why I was so ready to get him off my hands.
Oh, I'm sure.
He's a bit of a menace. From your back, you just hear, "I'm not a menace, you stupid coked up elephant."
Oh my god.
That's only in your head, by the way, Lulin.
That's fine. Lulu's gonna choose to ignore it. I think you can do something for me.
What can I do you for?
Lulu's gonna pull out not Mazebreaker, but the other warhammer that he has. He's like, "Can you like make this like a half hammer, half axe?"
You just want me to graft an axe blade onto it?
Yeah.
I can do that.
Half bonk, half slice.
That's
Susan just gives a thumbs up.
I mean, if you want to leave it here, I can get that done for you. I can give you a replacement, but I don't think I can get that done today. That's gonna take some fine crafting. I'm gonna have to essentially rebuild the whole head of the hammer.
Loon's gonna give the normal warhammer that he has.
He hands you back a hammer that is essentially the same, and he goes, "I'll have that done by the time you get back into Brester."
Sounds good.
Newson takes out her Minotaur forged axe and offers it to him as well. If you want to use this, you're welcome to.
He takes it very like reverently, and he goes, "Is this not a family weapon? I'm not sure I want to. Like this is your heritage."
Not anymore. And she just places it in his hands.
He looks almost like saddened by that fact.
It's okay. My father wouldn't be happy to see me carrying it around anyway.
Well, then your father's an idiot.
You might be right about that, but you know.
I'll have to bring in some help that's specifically used to working. I'm gonna have to bring in some help that's used to working on Minotaur weapons. Eldnis! And you watch as Eldnis comes out of the back of the forge in a full set of just, like, it looks like, it's clearly plate armor, but it looks like it was made with overlapping strips of metal made to look like vines. And he still has his nice metal horns. And he walks up and he takes the weapon and he kind of looks at you and just raises an eyebrow, Newton.
She's like holding a pair of pliers that are like slightly too small as she helps unchain all this chainmail. And she just kind of shrugs.
He looks at you and he looks at Lula and he goes, I didn't know that you guys were getting hitched.
What?
Well, that's normally what it means when you combine family weapons. Have you forgotten that? I mean, you haven't been to Oldfast in a while. You're both pretty young, so I want to make sure you understand the implications of what you're doing.
Look, as far as I'm concerned, Lulin's the only family I have, so we might as well have a family weapon.
Fair enough.
We're not getting married. She like points at him and squints. Why do people keep fucking saying that?
Understandable. I mean, your children would be strong. And he just takes the axe and the hammer and walks back into the back of the workshop.
Nuzin literally just puts her face in her hand and like sighs so heavily. Just goes back to the chainmail.
Fair. So after a while you get the chainmail done, so I'm gonna drop that item in your inventory. Oh, that's another thing I can do with this. I can just straight up drop items in your inventories.
Woo!
Which is very handy. So... we just pull up nudes and shit. And boom, you should have chainmail in your inventory now.
I do.
It is now equipped.
Yay!
Waiting for your armor class to change.
Me too.
Oh, I have to switch it from unarmored defense to equipped armor.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Yay!
But you put on... It's kind of haphazardly put together because it was a rush job.
It's like a more of a chainmail poncho, but that's okay.
It kind of sucks, actually.
Dungeon Doggo just is being noisy for no reason. Isn't that right, Dungeon Doggo? Here, Dungeon Doggo, the people wish to see you. Come here.
Dungeon Kato is also being bad.
The people wish to bear witness to you, Dungeon Doggo. Hello.
Good.
Hello. Everybody who's new to chat, this is Aurora, also known as Dungeon Doggo. She is a cutie. She's a cutie. Hello.
She's a stinky lady who needs lots of attention.
Yeah, she is. She needs all the attentions.
Very dramatic.
She's also a barbarian rogue multiclass, and her sneak attacks are brutal. But, okay, so you have your chainmail. Are you returning? Nom, you finished fighting with the kobold, and you managed to tear up this waiver that you signed. And you look over in time to see the other kobold just sighing in relief with his hands in your stew.
What the hell do you think you're doing in my stew?
Big cow burn hands!
Alright, is that my problem? Or the stew's problem? I don't think so.
It seemed like stew was only cold wait, table! Cold water!
Table, make the water really hot.
Table, no listen fake kobold.
I am not a fake kobold.
Table, no listen fake kobold. He lied.
Table, give me a big old glass of hot water.
One just appears on the table next to your stew.
I take it and I splash it in the direction of the kobold.
The kobold just dashes away and runs back, and you see that the other two kobolds, satisfied with the payment they've received, are, like, standing there trying to architecturally figure out how to rebuild their fort so it doesn't collapse again if something bumps into it. It looks like they were using the high chair as one of the main struts.
Table, put a big old pot of stew where that other pile of food is.
The table does as you command.
So it ruins what they had left of the the tower.
Oh, no, the table can't put things off the table.
Oh, I thought they were still set up in the middle of the table.
No. Their fort is off to the side of the table towards your room, so they can catch you
Gotcha.
guys as you come in.
Okay, then never mind. Table doesn't do that. Who else is still in the room?
Elliot and Lyra.
Just okay.
Yeah, we're just munching and watching.
Yeah. Very much enjoying this.
You guys weren't gonna help me with that.
With what?
They were gonna make me pay.
We paid.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's just a couple silver.
Because you always pay for food and you always pay for service.
But we got the food for free last time.
Well, last time it was on the house, I guess.
Yeah,
But-
I don't know.
But we can just get whatever we want at the table.
Yeah, well,
Mhm.
you're not wrong.
I just thought it was kind of
They
cute.
asked for money
that
and I
you
gave
had-
it to them, you know?
Yeah, you
Like,
had like a monocle on. I don't know. It seemed like they dressed up.
They,
I don't
they s-
understand why you're trying to kill their obviously struggling business.
I'm not trying to. I'm just saying there shouldn't be a business for this at all. Really, I mean, aren't we like technically?
Are you against small business owners?
Table, give the tall people rolls on house. And you guys just watch as a pile of rolls appears in between the two of you with a single small, like, serving size thing of butter.
Nom turns and points
Oh,
at them and
nice.
goes, "On what house? There is no house. This is on everybody here. We are supposed to be like in charge or something."
We add you to band patron list. You watch mouth.
A band. Oh, so you have a band patron list now.
Yes, and they pull, and you watch as like they pull on a curtain and it rips down, and the only person on it, it's just a portrait of Ashburg. Like it looks
Okay.
like it was one of his portraits that he had like for being a leader of the city. And it looks like they just took it and decided it was their band patron list.
Okay, well, there's only one dude on your band list. I don't even think you need a list for that.
Well, really, a list can have one element or even 0 elements, and it's still a list.
True.
Thank you, smart book lady.
So what did he do?
Oh yeah, true.
He too tall.
How
Okay.
tall is he?
Never feed him after midnight.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Pumpkin. Too tall.
Okay.
Also mean to
I
Kobold.
feel like he's way more than 2 feet tall.
That's
He was
not
mean
what
to you?
Kobold.
What happened?
You learn how Kobold talk. Fuck you, Wolfman.
Wait. What did he say that was mean to you?
He say this table family heirloom, no pay Kobold. Kobold beat him up with rock, throw outside, band patron list.
Makes sense.
Yeah, no, that checks out. Everybody claiming everything's a family heirloom these days.
Yeah. Why didn't Wolf Time work?
Tragedy.
I don't know. I did it earlier and it also didn't work.
I might have to. I'm just gonna refund
Dang.
these, but Sky, you're a mod, aren't you? Can you just refund those?
Yeah.
Thank you, Sky.
Okay, no problem.
Anyway. Yeah, he mean Kobold. Say no pay, band patron list. The
Alright, well,
kobolds
that checks
walk
out.
over and they just set a piece of paper in front of you and Lyra, Elliot. And they set an ink quill pen and an ink pot next to both and go, you sign for Celebrity Wall?
Oh, absolutely. I would love to.
PT, I'm assuming those don't go into the points queue, so I cannot refund them. They go through automatically.
Oh well.
Well, that's tragic. I'll work on that. Okay, well, hopefully I fixed that, but let's see. There we go. Wolf time works now.
Yay!
I'll just do 2 of them, and you guys can have them for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they ask you to sign them.
Oh yeah, Lyra's pulling out all the stops, big loopy handwriting, a heart at the end.
Oh my god.
Beautiful. The
Now,
kobolds
Elias,
take it.
I
Nom,
couldn't
no, no, no.
possibly. I'm not a hero like you. You serve us our food. I'm just a common man. And as Elias just like talking about absolutely nothing, he's gonna walk out.
No. As you go to walk out, one of the kobolds just appears in front of you, like literally out of thin air, holds up the piece of paper and goes, "Sign."
No, I couldn't possibly. You guys are the real heroes. And then go around.
The kobold they take Lyra's and they go, "Thank you for signing. We put on celebrity wall." And they walk up and they pull down another curtain and it's a picture of Bathos. And they just like take a knife and they just paste it over his face.
That's a good place for that.
Kobold, not much wall space. Kobold need
Yeah,
make do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And kobold not know how to take down picture.
I see. No, it makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
And Lyra will follow Elliot out.
Leaving Nom in his stew.
Mm-hmm.
Nom's also gonna follow, but as Nom is leaving, he's gonna walk by the paper that's on the wall. And he's gonna reach in his bag for like a stamp.
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
A sleight of hand. Okay, let me.
18 DC as per normal.
Oh.
You pull a stamp out of the bag and you're very confused because in big bold letters it just says Clang on it.
He's just gonna stamp the paper on the wall and then follow Elliot out.
I'm assuming since the paper they gave Lyra was just picking up her name, you're just stamping the oil painting of Bathos.
Yes. And then as he's going out, he goes, "There's my signature too."
We don't want your signature. Your name not Clang.
It is now.
No, Kobold, no Clang. You know Clang.
Who?
Never mind.
No,
Sometime Kobold forget that you small brain.
no, you're small brain.
No,
Trying to
you-
run a business in a place with only 5 residents?
Yes, 5 very rich resident.
We're not very rich.
But you will be, because some of you heroes and some of you pretend to be good kobold.
If we come back here and that price is raised, I'm gonna be pissed.
Kobold no care what you feel.
See, I feel like this is where we kind of don't we can't coexist right now because you don't care about my feelings.
Kobold been saying we can't coexist from beginning.
But why?
Because you try replace.
This isn't a boy band.
Say you.
Alright, well, I guess I haven't seen you guys play instruments before, so I guess fair enough. But I'll see you guys later at some point.
You mouth off again. Next time you come restaurant, you get knuckle sandwich.
Whatever you say.
And Nom, you're gonna head out and catch up to Lyra and Elliot.
Mm-hmm.
Lulin and Newson, did you all take your packs with you? Or do you have to go back and get them?
I imagine I brought everything with me.
Yeah, I would have had all my stuff with me.
Okay.
It was the trying to find something, some kind of armor protection was just sort of my last let's see if we can get something before we leave.
Okay. As Lyra, Elliot, and Nom, as you are walking through the city, you see a small cart with a warforged behind it serving coffee.
Oh my god, coffee?
Oh, that looks
I'll have
great.
some coffee.
You all walk up to get coffee, and this warforged pours all 3 of you a glass And you notice that their head and their hands are just kind of floating next to their body as they hand you the glasses and wave you on your way.
Do you make this coffee, or do you have like a magic thing that gives you whatever coffee you ask for?
The Warforged, in an imitation of your voice, says, I make the coffee.
Oh, okay. Well, then here's 5 silver.
Uh, the Warforged takes the 5 silver and lets you on your way.
Right then. Cool.
Alrighty.
See, now that's a business I can get behind.
Alrighty. So after a while, you guys make your way. I'm assuming you guys just all meet up at the gate, because I'm assuming that's where Elliot, Lyra, and Nom would head when they realized that you two weren't there.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
You all arrive at the gate to Brester at about the same time.
Newson has gained chainmail and lost her ornate Minotaur battle axe.
And Lulin lost a hammer.
But gained another one. Because he gave you a
So
replacement.
is it
hammer.
really a lost?
No.
There are kind of waves that says, Newson, I like the new armor there.
It's very loud.
It's a little loud.
You know, I figured it was better to try and have something that could stop me from getting stabbed all the time, at least.
That's a really good goal for you. I love that.
Thanks.
You kind of watch a shimmering version of Velkin appear, and he goes, I'm going to miss having a body until we get back.
Can everyone see it? Or
Everyone can see it.
Okay,
Can we hear that too?
Yeah, he's
everybody?
talking, like, vocally.
got it.
Like, you
It's
watch
honestly not
people
that
on the
great.
street look at him, confused.
Honestly, it's mostly just painful.
Yeah.
I like it, but you know.
Yeah, but you have a big one. You're tall.
I mean, I don't think a big body is any better than a small body. It's how you use it.
You're right. I wouldn't be nearly as sneaky if I was clanking around like you right now.
Exactly. Not to mention, I could never fit into your rope trick hole.
I think you could if you tried hard enough.
You literally have.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Trying to make
Not-
Nom feel better.
Not that it worked that time, but
It did not work that time, but it's fine.
Yeah, fire does that. As you head out the city, you notice that the walls of the maze have giant cracks running up all of them. And there are pieces that are kind of falling out around the edges.
Newsom kind of squints at it a little bit and is like, did we?
probably.
You just all hear in your head, Velkin says, well, you did have Maze Breaker, break the maze.
It's in the
Yeah, but
name.
it reset.
It did, but Maze Breaker's magic is a little bit stronger than that.
Yeah, well,
I give it a few months before the rest of the maze entirely collapses.
yeah.
How long
you
did it take them to
know.
rebuild it the first time?
Probably took me a century.
You win
Bummer.
some, you lose some, I guess.
Newsom just stops and is like, does that mean it's my responsibility to rebuild it because I have you?
Depends if we need it again. I mean, if we win the war, maybe. If we lose the war, it won't matter. Won't be any of our problems.
Because we'll be dead.
Well, yes.
Yeah, one thing at a time, everyone.
You'll be dead, or worse, possessed.
Possessed seems like take the work out of living, so yeah.
Well, no.
You win some, you lose some.
You'll simply be a passenger in your own head, watching as Roran commits atrocities in your name.
Newsom kind of.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like work.
like, in her head to Velkin is like, that's an ironic statement coming from you.
In your head, you just hear back, well, I did learn from the best. I just decided to be a little less catastrophically evil.
No, I mean what you've been doing to me.
Stop making bad decisions. And I won't have to stop you from making bad decisions.
Stop thinking you know better than me.
I am about an existence of the world older.
And that doesn't mean you know what's best for me specifically.
Didn't you learn anything from your conversation with Elliot? This isn't about what's best for you anymore.
True. And I'm going to go to high five the.
You can't hear
No,
him.
This is all in my head.
So Velkin,
Elliot's like, score!
Velkin will talk down to Newson, but Velkin has a good enough understanding of command structure that he would never do it in front of anyone else.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Anyways.
You just have the sensation of eyes rolling.
Yes, but I will make efforts to let you act of your own will until it becomes detrimental.
At least when it comes to my own group.
Yes, well, just don't let the wizard badmouth me again and we should be fine. Anyways, I knew he would come back. I built the maze.
It's not about him dying. It's about our relationship.
Yes, well, relationships are fickle things.
Yeah, well, I don't want to end up having a friendship like you and Mazebreaker, where all you want to do is fight.
Me and Mazebreaker have an excellent relationship, thank you. We solve
You
all
literally-
our problems with violence, and then we move forward.
You literally tried to sell him to dwarves to melt him down. I don't want to hear anything about relationships from you.
Yes, well, it clearly didn't work, so let's let bygones be bygones.
I will not.
Fine.
Mister, I have a whole world's worth of experience. Sells friend to dwarves to die.
Yes? Yes? What would you do if your friend made you do 100 years worth of work?
I would do it. I mean, if I'm good enough friends with the person, what does it matter?
I'll keep that in mind. Now we're rebuilding the maze regardless.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that's my own fault, so...
Yes, well, you did find a way to push MZ's buttons.
Yeah, I guess I get it from you.
Yes, well, at least you're learning something.
Oof.
Anyways, we're off to... Where are we off to? I wasn't really paying attention when you were making all your mortal plans.
We're off to see the Wizard of Oz.
Koboldia, to see the warlock that you told us to go see.
Oh no, we're going to see Zod?
You're the one that told us to go there!
Well, yes, I was still alive. I didn't think I'd be involved at the time.
Well, I can't wait to torture you with that then.
I cannot wait to be a fucking errand boy for whatever that warlock needs.
I thought you said he was a prisoner.
No, I stole his memories and left him there. Wouldn't call him a prisoner. But I also...
Oh, God.
He's also had almost 1,000 years to do whatever he wants.
How is he alive?
Well, I borrowed some magic from Roran.
Oh, good.
Yes. Well, I actually borrowed quite a bit of magic from Roran when I was keeping him from, murdering the world, consuming all the souls of the patrons, and gaining ultimate power to create his own universe.
I'm keeping a log of all these bad decisions that you've made, so when you talk down to me, I can remind you of all the stupid things that you've done, too.
Well, I admit I've done stupid things, and I'm trying to prevent you from doing what I've done in the past. Best we just learn from each other's experiences.
Ugh. So, I guess we need to start walking. She just looks at the rest of the group.
I would assume that at least Nam is just staring at you, waiting for the first move that entire time that conversation was
Yeah,
going
we're all kind of
on.
looking at you like,
Doza just looked exasperated for that entire conversation.
Is there a vein just like bulging in Newton's forehead?
She
Just cow rage.
Mm-hmm. There's
So,
definitely
yeah.
annoyance.
Are we out of here?
Yeah, let's go.
okay.
Alrighty, so you all begin heading to Koboldia. How long of a walk is this? Oof.
We're off to see the warlock, the wonderful warlock named Zod.
17 days.
That's at least
Oh no,
3
wait.
days.
8 days, because you guys have Nom. You guys are going through plains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we'll even cut it down to 4 because we can say that Naal scouted the territory for you.
All right, I'm putting
We're
together a
scary.
number of messages to send out on the days of travel.
Okay.
When I'm done, I'll just put them in the chat.
So, give me a... Where are my tables at?
In the dining room.
Well,
Got him. Or in the kitchen.
currently under control of the kobolds. Is actually where they're at.
or so they see you.
Yes,
Or is
well,
the table in control of them?
that is also statistically likely. Oh god, I have so many tabs now. That was not the goal. I'm gonna cry. There's so many tabs now.
You don't have these tables memorized by now, PT?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Whoa.
Wow, wow.
Kind of seems lazy, not gonna lie.
I am gonna beat you with a bat.
That's
He's
a
gonna
roll
take
for damage if
all
I
of
ever
us.
heard it.
Yeah, you know, I've saved you from one TPK. I might not be so tempted to save you from another.
You don't know that 10 on the grasslands encounter is a dragon? Whoa.
Wow, you guys
Well, it
rolled a
is now.
D100? I guess all of the dragons are coming. Alrighty.
He sends dragons to us, but it turns out it's just the kobolds. Look what we do.
Okay, so somebody roll me a D100.
What is
The
the
heck is
scrolling
that?
text? Whoa.
Wait,
What's
Elliot's out
Whoa.
here speaking a whole ass.
Oh, I switched languages. That's why.
Yeah.
Those are 3 separate messages all to Malum, by the way.
Oh
Wait,
my
why'd you
god.
switch languages?
Maybe I'm talking to Malum in Elvish.
does
Okay,
Malum
I see.
speak Elvish?
Yeah.
What if it was no?
Well, okie dokie.
I
then.
mean, he'd need to if he's teaching at an elven magical school, so.
Well, I assume they just teach common because they get nobles from everywhere.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Alright, somebody roll me a D100.
Can
Who wants to go first?
I'll
Those
I'll-
messages are sent in common, though. By the
I'll
way.
do thing.
Okay. 65.
65.
Alrighty.
Also, I'm gonna send a message to Lady Dream Shadow.
Alright.
Lado Dream Shadow.
Lado Droomshudu.
Yeah, that's close enough.
So, you guys are walking along. Are you guys talking about anything while you're walking?
So how was everybody's day? How was school?
Well, I haven't been to classes in a long time, but it was really fun last time I went to
I'm disappointed in you.
I know,
You need
so
to keep
am I.
running those
So am I.
grades.
Oh my god. Lyra already has enough guilt without anybody actually guilt tripping her. Let's not make it worse. How's the magical pocketbook treating you?
I mean, my catalog here?
Yeah, mine's just a
Yeah.
magical pocket. Mine's not a book.
Does it still function even when we're outside of the city?
You know, I don't know. Let me try. And she'll try to grab the Shakespeare play.
They just had
you
whatever the
mean
Shakespeare
Snakespeare.
version.
Yeah, whatever.
No,
the
it's
Shakespeare
Snakespeare,
Oh, true.
written by lizard folk.
Yes, yes. The bard.
Yes.
Alrighty. I'm glad your book's treating you well.
What? No, we were asking if it worked outside the city.
Oh yes, it does.
Okay.
Oh, amazing. She's like, this is a
Glad your
classic.
book-
Sorry,
Oh my god.
I was using a I was making you guys a map for this encounter.
Got it. Oh, good. Oh boy. Wait.
Oh, of course.
Well, I'm gonna make you maps
Okay.
for all these encounters.
I can't believe you said, I'm glad the book's treating you well.
Right?
They're not treating the bartenders well, but the
They're
book
not-
is treating her well.
All right, PT. So to Elliot, to Mallow, I'm just gonna say those 3 messages. If you want me to read them, I can.
Yeah, you
But
can.
to Dream
Read
Shadow
them
more
out.
relevantly. Okay, I will. In that case. Oh, I thought your plane was better. And if the intent is to kill me, can it wait till after I kill this asshole god? And then in a new message, also, Lyra says hi, and she wanted to apologize for giving me the
God
scroll
damn
I
it.
used to banish you.
God damn
And
it.
then the last message, oh yeah, and she's requested that you don't kill her. She claims she didn't remember you were from a different plane.
God damn it.
And then to Lady Dream Shadow, I'm gonna say, hey, so are you a locksmith? If so, why didn't you tell us? Also, Nom stole from this fine cobalt businessman. She thought you should
Oh my
know.
god, you're not even gonna ask if she's. I was like, can you ask if she's okay and where she is?
No, he thought it was much
Hey,
more
bitch.
important to tattle on Nam, her new son, about his bad behavior.
Honestly, though,
Oh my god.
Look, sometimes people just gotta know when their kids are being little shits, you know? Gotta be aware. I really hope a hand pops out of nowhere and just smacks Nom.
it does not.
Aw.
It's a hand with a newspaper and it taps him on the nose.
So as
Apparently my
you
response
all,
is, you spelled kobold wrong in the message you said to me.
as you all head forward, you find a child weeping in the road.
Nah,
We're kinda wary of this.
we've been down this path already.
I knew you weren't a baby.
Lyra's gonna say, or kind of not approach this time, but she's gonna say, hi.
Nom shoves Lyra out of the way and goes, are you a demon?
No.
Look at me in the eyes. Do you want to murder me?
No. I don't.
All right, I think this one passes maybe. We can't be too sure yet.
What
Just
is
What do
it?
you
kidding.
think of
Stupid
knives?
long shanks! Get 'em, boys!
I fucking know it!
Goblin fight. You just watch as goblins begin pouring out of the they just start coming out of tunnels in the ground.
God damn it. But, like, what if it is actually a child one of these times?
So one day we're just gonna be like, "You demon," and it's gonna be a sobbing street urchin. We've been made
I
to not
cast catapult.
Okay,
All right,
so,
you killed a child.
So just quick pause. Ferret, you can help me. I don't actually know how to do initiative. I didn't realize.
I don't either. I don't either.
Oh.
I had my group write it down.
Jackson.
Maybe I'll try to roll
Tech
it.
support
and
is
see if
on the
that
way.
happens.
You can roll
This is
initiative. I know how to do
Coming,
that, but I don't
children,
know where
on
the
the
value
way.
goes.
So,
Help is on the way, dears. Help is on the way.
Like I can roll initiative.
Yes,
and
you
that's
guys
my
can roll initiative.
so do you need to know?
But
how
I
to
don't
roll
know.
I need to know how to add. Yeah, I need to know how to add the goblins.
Oh.
So, should be right click that button.
Perfect.
So you do that for each individual one,
And then just
you
click it.
click the things, and then you have to click begin combat, otherwise it will panic.
Okay, good to know.
Do that after.
Wow.
though.
Wait, where are you clicking begin combat at? Because I didn't know how to
Under
do
and-
that.
I will show you after, Nom.
Okay.
My initiative
Jesus
is
Christ.
a delicious 5.
And then once everybody has it, click begin. It'll start
Yummy.
it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
Let there be violence. Begin combat. All right. So this goblin is going to run up and try and attack Lulan. I don't expect this to go well. Also, when you guys are well, we'll go through combat as it kind of comes up. So you guys, you see on your token on the left side, you have a little target looking thing.
Yeah.
If you click on that to select the target, it will automatically from that point, like when you click your attack roll, it'll automatically tell you if it hits and automatically roll damage if it does.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool.
Oh.
So this thing
Like
is
a
going to
video
try
game.
to attack. Oh, crap. I clicked the wrong button. So this thing is going to try to attack Lulan with its scimitar. How do I... How does roll? Roll weapon. Alright. The goblin attacks with its scimitar. What's your AC? Lulan?
Can't you just look at a sheet?
Yeah, I can.
I don't know. Brambini?
It does not hit.
I was gonna say. I think it's pretty high.
Okay.
Oh.
Great. That shit was being wonky, and I didn't know you could not hear me. But yeah.
Yeah.
19. So an 18 will not hit. Nom, it's your turn.
Okay. Nam is going to. I guess he's facing, Lulan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Nam is gonna try and sneak around the tree.
Alright, roll stealth for me.
Okay, he's gonna try and go about there. Stealth. Bam.
I'm assuming this is night 1 of
15.
travel. Or
A
Counter.
15 with make sure you right click whichever one you're targeting. So
Oh.
click on that little target.
Oh,
and
I have
click
to
on
do that
whichever
for
goblin
stealth,
you're
I thought the
targeting.
15 was for stealth.
Oh,
Yeah, it was.
right. Okay,
Yeah.
you're stealthed.
There you go.
Okay. Wait. Okay, so I right click the target, and then do I have to click on him?
So you see the little so click on the target and then click on whichever one you're targeting. And it should put a little like box around him.
There's a red box, but when I click, like, nothing happens. There's a box around me.
Okay, so you click on you. You see the thing on the left that says select targets?
It looks like a target, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So click on that and then left click whichever one you're targeting. You see how it puts
Yeah.
like arrows around them?
No.
I can confirm I also see arrows around a target, so
the heck? Do you want me to share my screen real quick?
I'm gonna see if I can just target it for you.
Because maybe I'm not doing the right thing.
Yeah, share your screen. Switching to a new system causes technical difficulties, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so click on the left side. You see that target?
This one, right?
No, on the left side of your screen.
Oh!
Click the target, left click the goblin, roll your attack.
There it is. Okay. I thought it was... Gotcha. Okay. Now I roll my attack. Okay, so
Yes.
I'm going to... How do I bring up my sheet without targeting myself?
You have to click back. So once you target someone, you can click back on that square bracket thing above it, and you can use that to free select. It'll leave your target where it is.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna throw... just gonna throw a dagger at him. And then roll. Bam. So I guess a 12 does not hit.
Does it tell you it didn't hit?
It doesn't, but I thought you said
It does
would.
not hit.
Okay.
Alrighty. And then do you have extra attack?
No,
Alrighty.
I do not.
The next goblin is going to fire its bow at Lyra.
Okay.
Oh, I accidentally targeted the goblin. That's not good.
It misfired.
Misfire, misfire, misfire. It is
What
all-
about Mr. Fire?
a 6 does not hit.
No, a 6 does not hit.
Alrighty.
That's my...
And then the goblin after it, which is the initial one, is going to fire its bow at Newson. Or at Lulin.
Ignore my stuff. I'm just trying to get the arcane ward to show up.
Does an 11 hit?
It do not.
Alright, so you're just watching as arrows are flying from all around you, and Lulin, one of them just plinks off your plate mail and lands on the ground.
Yuza kind of looks over and goes, "See, that's why I wanted armor."
Lulu just snorts.
Alrighty. It is Elliot's turn.
Nice. In that case, Elliot's gonna do a good old catapult, just a good-sized rock at the goblin right next to Lulin. Cast spell. Did it do the roll? Oh, what?
It's a saving throw.
Oh, saving throw from PT.
Goblin save. Which goblin are you targeting?
The one next to Lulin.
Alrighty. So I need to give him a dex check? Dex saving throw?
Yep.
Oh, how do I saving throw?
No.
In chat, there's a little button for it.
Yeah, there's a little button that shows saving throw that you can.
The
click,
goblin
it looks
rolled a 6.
Ooh.
Aha,
roll
he
damage.
failed.
That was
Eight
a
bludgeoning.
tragic
I know.
roll. Oh my god.
Alright.
2-1.
It was rough.
So what are you throwing at it?
A rock.
A rock. I
Alrighty.
assume there's a rock around.
Yep, you just sling a rock at it and watch as it just nails this goblin in the face and kills it instantly.
It dunked on, I guess. It only took what, 3 of us to kill that one goblin. We're doing good, guys.
Right.
Alright.
This really bodes well for our encounter with the goblin warlock.
The other goblins, seeing you as a threat, Elliot, are going to try and attack you.
So I
course
have a
they are.
question.
Yes.
If I did wolf time
Did it not go through?
for Elliot. It
No,
did,
it did.
but does it go through in game?
No.
It's just for
Does
fun.
a 7
NP
hit
time.
you, Elliot?
Oh my god.
No.
All right, on to the next goblin. That is also going to fire at Elliot. A 6 also
6
does not hit you.
hit. Ideal.
All right, Lyra, it's your turn.
Okay. So these goblins, do they look like just regular old goblins?
They are regular goblins. They are the equivalent of the Skyrim NPC that goes, "Hey, that guy just ate a dragon's soul. Let's mug him."
Great. Great. Just clarifying that.
Coffee made another meme.
I think Lyra is going to. Oh wait, no. Maybe that's an overreaction. Okay.
Were you gonna fireball the goblins?
Well, I was gonna threaten to do it. Yeah. Okay. I'll just do like a frostbite.
If you don't back off, I will nuke you.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, you can say that as a free action.
Okay. Yeah. I'll say Lyra's gonna. Oh. Okay. I know what I mean. Lyra is going to hold up her hand and prestidigitate just a little like light, like a point of light, as if she is casting fireball right now, and say like, "It would be wise for you to leave us alone, or else prepare to die."
The goblin that started this ambush goes, all right, you win! Run!
Nice.
And the rest of the kobolds are going, or the rest of the goblins are going to flee in a panic.
Hell yeah. Guys, we did it!
And that will be the end of that combat.
Good job, guys. We gained a whole 5 experience for killing one goblin.
Don't forget,
Newson
don't forget,
nods
it's
very.
split equally.
Yeah, we
One
each get one
experience.
EXP. Let's go.
Here's the thing. Which one of us is holding the experience share?
Newson just like nods approvingly at Lyra and goes, that was impressive. I'm so proud of you. You were so intimidating. Like genuinely so proud.
Lyra tries to
Jen.
do a bow and then trips over her feet a little bit. Like she went far down.
Newson's still clapping.
Lulin is also very proud.
This is why we can't trust children.
You know,
True.
I really,
burned
I
once
gotta
again.
agree.
This is 2 times. That's not a coincidence. Children are out to kill us. All of you remember that.
Next time, I'll fireball first to ask questions later.
Exactly.
So what we're learning is that the BBEG is just like a manager of like a Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh no.
Or it's just the mouse. Charles E. Cheese is the big evil bad guy.
All right, you guys head on for some time. And you are able to set up camp for the night.
Right. Putting out the bedroll, starting the fire.
Yeah, so how are you guys setting up camp?
Elliot's gonna go. Elliot's
Um,
not even gonna bother
with what?
setting up camp. He's gonna go start sniffing around for some animals to kill.
Oh, great.
He's spinning in a circle and laying on the ground.
I
Give
think that
me
Lyra is
a
gonna do
survival
Liam-
check, Elliot.
Nice. Can I sniff around to have advantage?
Sure, you can.
Ideal.
Alrighty. 16.
Never feed him after midnight.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
Percival's
knew that
Sword.
before I did.
Percival's World, thanks for the follow. That's a dope username.
That's a dope name.
You manage to find a rabbit and just brutally kills it.
Checks out.
So you guys just watch as Elliot returns to camp, mouth covered in blood, with a rabbit in his hands.
Lyra is gonna
Nope.
cast Liam. For us.
Alrighty. Are you guys doing any watch shifts?
I mean, I guess if we're in Leomans, we don't really have to, do we? I guess we could.
I can place it down on the map.
Oh, that's cool.
That is pretty
We're,
cool.
we're,
Yeah.
we're protecting
Seems
the
a
entire
bit
world,
big.
Trey.
A little large.
Yeah.
Just put us back in that clearing.
No.
True.
So you guys aren't taking any watches, just staying in Leomans all night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, roll me a D100.
I will do it this time.
Okay.
If you want to do it, you can do it. I haven't rolled it yet.
Bam. Done.
There you go. Ooh, a nice even 40.
That's a
Ideal.
nice number.
It's true. It's my favorite. Never mind.
Is it really? No, expand on that. Why is it your favorite number?
I feel like it's not a good number to be your favorite. I'm criticizing your choice of
Well,
favorite number right
I wasn't gonna
As-
say number. I was gonna say drink.
As
Oh.
you guys settle in for the
40
night,
is your favorite drink.
as you all settle in for the night and the sun sets, you see a fire get lit about 100 yards away. You see people setting up tents, and then you just hear joyous celebration.
Huh. Wonder what that is.
If there's no children, I think we should check it out.
Well, we won't know if there's children or not unless we go look.
Hmm.
You
Well,
can,
there's
you
Now,
can check it out in
Lyra,
the
remember,
morning.
if you leave the hut, it disappears.
Yeah. Yes, I am aware. I'm aware.
Why
And
don't
Lyra
you leave for
conveys
the
this to
morning?
the group.
I mean, depending on who it is celebrating, I'm
Do you want
not
me to go
sure.
scope it out?
That might be a good plan. Just sneak over there and see. If it's like an elf celebration, I think me and Lulin showing up would be kind of bad. So
True, but like elven celebrations, there's all sorts of booze. As Elliot's gonna like open his jacket, and an owl is just gonna fly straight out, go up, and then just fly towards the party. And Elliot's just gonna turn over and like roll back up.
When your owl, oh god, what's your owl's name? Jeffries. When Jeffries flies
Yeah.
over the other camp, you see a dragonborn in full plate, a stocky dwarf, 2 humans, and a furbolg gathered around the camp celebrating, like divvying out a pile of loot.
It's just loot. Everybody go back to bed.
Wait,
it's just loot.
what did you just say to me? Did you just say there was loot? Did you say anything?
Yeah, it's not like
specifically?
alcohol or anything though, so it's fine.
You bring your owl back there and you tell me what's there specifically.
The owl will do like a little loop, see if I can recognize anything.
As Jeffries is doing a loop, you see that they have like some tapestries, some gold, a couple paintings, and as you're doing a loop, let me just.
Oh god.
You watch as the Furbolg looks up at Jeffries and just waves. Like, looks directly at Jeffries and waves.
Jeffries will
Jeffries is-
fly down.
The furbolg leans down to Jeffries and goes, "Well, hello, friend. What brings you to our camp?"
Just
Do you
doing classic owl things.
Ooh.
are you hungry? And the furbolg produces a good berry in his hand.
While this is going
Of course
on,
she's gonna eat
unknowingly,
the good berry.
unknowingly to Nam, Nam is taking out the bag and going, Elliot, whatever you see, I want you to grab it out of this bag.
Oh, it's like a tapestry, and he'll stick his hand into the bag.
For a whole tapestry.
Roll me a wisdom save.
Oh,
We can't wait.
So as you reach into this bag, you get the exact feeling as you start to place your hand in that you are not supposed to use this. And you manage to
That's
pull your
not
hand
for
out
me.
before you take psychic damage.
No. What do you mean not for you?
It won't work. His magic's like you
Oh.
or something.
Well, what's on the tapestry thing then?
They are rolled up.
They're just like rolled up. It's probably just like robbed some rich asshole.
You said out loud who was there, right?
Yeah.
Like the races of everyone. Newsom would probably look at Lulin and be like, a furbolg, that's pretty unusual. They don't leave their city very often.
No, I would imagine it's more rare for a furbolg to leave their home than it is for a minotaur.
Yeah.
Maybe they got kicked out or something.
Potentially.
I like that Elliot sounds drunk when he's looking through.
No, he's just tired. Like he is on his side trying to sleep while you guys are just like standing around him asking him questions. Wait, who's there? Wait, what do you see? It's like, it's just
Go
a fucking
away.
tapestry, man. Like
So what are you guys doing?
Newson's curiosity is piqued.
I want to steal their stuff.
the owl's gonna nestle up against the furbolg after he gave him some food.
Listen, I haven't stolen anything in at least a couple weeks. I need to steal something.
You know, I could walk up and you could, cling to my back underneath of my cloak and then drop down if you want. They probably wouldn't see you.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Or why don't we try and recruit them?
Yeah, well, I'm interested to speak to them regardless because, like we said,
If we're
pretty
trying to
unusual
recruit
for a
them-
furbolg to be this far away.
Trying to recruit them, it's probably not a fantastic idea to also steal from them.
Well, I think it's not a bad idea to, have Nam hidden regardless. You never know.
I guess I can let you guys try the passive route first. But if shit
Why
goes
do you guys
down,
go in the
I'm
morning?
stealing their
When was-
shit.
When was the last time you guys were friendly to something when it showed up in the middle of the friggin' night? Just saying.
Never. But it's dire times.
Well,
Jeffries
we're different.
Jeffries would watch as the dwarf pulls out a keg of mead. And just starts pouring glasses and passing them around.
Wait, there's me. As Elliot hops to his feet.
There's alcohol now.
Let's go.
Are you just leaving the hut?
Lyra's gonna be like, wait, should I dispel the hut?
Nah, we might be back.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
She
If
sits
there's
down in
need,
the
I'll
middle.
bring you back a couple classes.
Here,
Okay,
I'll tell
thanks.
you
I'll
what.
be the designated designated Liam and Tiny Hat.
Ah, that's
Designated
perfect.
Homer.
Nom whispers in his cloak. He goes, Omni, you stay here. And then Omni comes out and is just gonna go over and sit next to Lyra.
Omni, and she'll pet it. Omni.
Oh right, we have a random insult from Nyx.
Oh.
Oh, new monster. Oh no, sorry, just an ugly one.
Dang.
That is straight from the bardic insult generator.
Damn.
That's pretty good.
Alrighty.
The owl is gonna like go hop towards one of the mugs of mead, and then look at the furbolg.
The furbolg's gonna go. Oh no, friend. That wouldn't be good for you. That's dwarven mead. It's more of an ale, really. But I don't think it would be a good idea for you to have any. I'm sorry. Do you want another berry? I can find you a mouse or something.
Yeah, very adamant towards when they say mouse.
The druid is going to cast locate animal and kind of point towards your guys' thing and go, There's a mouse in there if you want to go hunt it. It's over that direction.
Jeffries is gonna fly that direction.
He sees you guys in the hut and he just sees Omni looking up at him from within the hut.
He'll swoop down and just stand next to Omni.
This is how Omni becomes a ghost mouse in the other campaign.
Nom, you hear frantic squeaking.
Lyra's gonna, or does Omni look upset? If so, Lyra's gonna grab him and put him in her pocket.
Omni more looks like he's taunting Jeffries. Like, what you gonna fucking do? You ain't gonna do nothing.
Jeffrey's just gonna hop over and grab the mouse.
Give me a D20 attack roll. I'm gonna roll a dex save.
And can Lyra try to intervene here and grab Omni? Or I guess help Omni.
Give me that D20, Elliot. Yeah. Omni just runs around Jeffrey's feet as Jeffries tries to continue grabbing him.
And Lyra's just
Go off,
stop
Omni.
trying to eat each other.
Anyways, who's heading to this other camp?
Me.
Lulin will also join.
Nom is also there.
Are you clinging to the back of Newson's cloak?
Yeah.
And then Elliot, are you going?
Yeah.
So you guys approach this other camp, and as you get close, one of the humans just lifts his head up and goes, "We have company."
Lulin's
Yeah,
gonna.
right, you two. And we love to party.
The black dragonborn wearing the full plate looks up at you and goes, "Then come, friends, have a drink. Tell us, what great adventures have you been on?"
Nom whispers under
Well,
his breath.
there's this
"Damn it, they're
god,
nice."
right? And he tried to kill us, and so we just banished him to another plane. Alright? And he just hasn't come back yet, and it's ideal.
Really? Tell us more about this man. Perhaps you need help. We are a great adventurer company.
Well, if you'd like to join us, we have like a whole city, and what was his name again? As he like looks around at the party.
Roarin'.
Rannon.
My party says his name is Rannon or Rorin or something along those lines. But anyways,
Start with an R for sure.
As the Furbolg sees Lulin and Newson, he stands up and he casts a spell, and you watch his like roots come out of the ground and make benches for you all, and he goes, "Oh my gosh, minotaurs, come sit."
He's not like recognizable to us, is he?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nom gets out of Newson's cloak and goes, "And a kobold."
The dragonborn looks at you and goes, "Friend, come, you sit next to me.
Okay, I suppose.
You sit next to me. Tell me, where are you headed?"
We're going to Koboldia.
"You are going home. Very nice.
No, not my home.
Koboldia is sacred home of kobolds.
I live in the shadows.
See that now that
Elliot is
now that was
visibly
weird.
gonna roll his eyes.
Lulin's joining you.
You guys kind of watch as this Dragonborn has like a moment of like looking down at Nom, and then his eyes like twinkle, and he goes, "You are the Nom."
Yeah. What? How did you know that?
There is a statue of you in Koboldia.
What?
You are the one who
What?
fought off Great Knoll Army.
What?
What?
All of us, our heads would just be swinging to look at Nom.
Elliot is immediately going to message Lyra and say, "Get your ass over here. Things just got real."
Lulin's gonna look at the dwarf and hand him a couple copper pieces. Mind if I get a drink?
He kind of looks at the copper pieces, looks up at you, and goes, "Friends don't pay friends to drink." And he like pours you a mug, and he just passes it to you. He goes, "So what's your story? I like your armor, very fine. Did you make it yourself? What kind of metallurgy did you use?"
I did not make it myself. No, my family lineage wasn't all about making armor and things. My family lineage was about politics.
Politics. That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's why I'm out here.
Same.
Hated it.
Wait a minute. Okay, so
Newson is sitting with the Furbolg as well.
And Lyra's gonna put Omni in her pocket and then hold out her arm for the owl and start making her way over.
The owl is just gonna fly back and land on Elliot's shoulder and sort of
Damn.
like nuzzle up
Rejected.
against Elliot.
So
Yeah.
rejected.
Get rejected.
The Furbolg
Aw.
looks at you, Elliot, and goes, "Oh, it was your woodland friend.
yeah.
It's so nice.
His
that you
name's
take care of each
Jeffries.
other." Jeff, that's such a beautiful name.
I agree.
I love Jeffries. Would Jeffries like another Goodberry? Can I interest any of you in a
Jeffries will
Goodberry?
immediately fly over.
You know, actually, I would greatly appreciate it. I didn't get a chance to eat before we left.
He passes out Goodberries to all of you.
wait a minute. So I obviously know what happened, right? But for the sake of everybody else here, what did I do?
It is a great tale, little one. From the story, I mean, obviously, I would love to hear you tell story yourself. If you could regale us with your tale, I feel like it would be great fireside talk.
How about
Yes,
how
Tom,
about
regale us.
well,
Lulin's
how
gonna
about
chime
you
in.
tell it and I'll correct you.
No. I could not do your story justice, Nom.
Oh, no, that makes total sense. God, another present. I see, my brain's kind of fried. I just had a presentation the other day.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
If you do not want to tell story, I do not want to put pressure on you.
you
I just
should hear him talk about trees, though. Man,
The Furbolg just
great
looks up.
presentation on
Trees?
trees.
yeah, I did a whole presentation on trees.
Oh my gosh, back home in Arela, we have the most beautiful trees.
Really, they might be on my top 10 list if I
Oh?
see them.
I will see what I can find. Let me see if I can make some of them. Excuse, and he turns to News and he goes, I'll be back. I promise.
Okay.
One of the humans walks over as you walk up, Lyra, sits down next to you, pulls out a lute and goes, "You want to hear a song, beautiful?"
Lyra immediately goes like bright red and goes like, "Well, yeah, sure."
He starts just playing a very melodic tune that
Starts
you would
playing
recognize
Wonderwall.
from Stipvale.
Yes.
And anyways, what brings you all here, friends? It is such coincidence that we all sat down next to each other.
Yeah, we saw your fire in the distance. We've been traveling from the Central World Tree.
Oh, very cold there. Very cold.
Very cold.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It is, most Dragonborn and kobolds would not go there, but it is no surprise to me that the Nom would brave the elements.
True.
Yeah, no, I've been
Well, our
braving the
quest-
elements since I was a wee lad.
Oh, yes, I have heard much of your life story. The bards in Koboldia sing your tales.
Oh, is this true?
Yes. Anyways,
Well-
perhaps we should all eat. We have rations if you do not have your own. We would love to be good hosts.
I mean, I'm stuffed now. I just had that whole good berry. I mean, but maybe some of the other people here might need it.
Well, perhaps.
I have never turned down meat in my life.
Yeah, Elliot here loves a good drink. I don't, he'd rather drink his calories.
I will say-
Yes, of course. Come, get our friends some mead. And the dwarf begins passing out mugs.
Can I roll for insight on this guy?
Sure. What are you trying to be insightful about?
To see if he's being genuine.
All right, roll me insight.
Oh, well, that's not going to tell me
He
shit.
seems entirely genuine.
Okay.
Lulin's gonna ask, do any of you need any healing?
Oh, no. We have Ernie for that. And he kind of gestures to where the Furbolg is trying to make trees grow and going, no, that's the wrong one. Tries to make another tree grow. Ernie handles all of our healing.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's yellow.
What are all your names?
Did they say his name is Ernie?
Ernie. E-R-I.
Early. Ah, I got it, Eerie.
All right. So, allow me to make introductions. Dwarf over here, his name is Kazor. Great meat maker, great armor smith. We keep him around in case we run into rust monsters, those kind of things. Furbolg over there, his name is Early. Very nice, very humble. Myself, I do not have a creative name like the Nom. My parents just named me Drago. And then humans are Avery and Rule.
Oh, nice to meet you all. I'm Lyra.
Nice to meet your acquaintance.
It's a
Avery and who?
It's a pleasure to meet anybody who travels with the Nom.
Yeah, you keep saying that. I still would love to hear the story.
Well, he kind of turns. He goes, "Nom, you have not regaled your comrades with your tales of excellence."
Oh well, he's just
very
so humble.
humble.
He didn't want to overshadow, the rest of the group.
I would expect nothing less from the Nom.
Absolutely.
Nam has showed great excellence with, since he's joined our party, but I didn't know how excellent he's been.
All right, fine. I'll tell the tale.
Oh,
And
Drago
is
kind
gonna-
of sits back. He's like, "I'm so excited."
Nam is gonna reach into his pouch and try and pull out like an oil lamp.
Roll me a sleight of hand. You pull out an oil lamp.
Is it lit?
It
or
is.
Do I have to light it? Okay. Nam's gonna hold it under his chin. He's gonna go. So this is the tale, the great tale of Nam. And then he's gonna get kind of like closer, like kind of like edge of his seat kind of thing. There I was, the day of my reckoning, some would say. And we get a knock at our door. My entire family became terrified because we knew that that things were about to go down that day. And I was still a little guy. Not that I'm not now, but I was even an even more littler guy. And they barge into my house and steal everybody but me from my home, and I've never seen them again to this day. And they took everybody from me. I was hiding under the staircase, and I come out and I realize that my family has been taken. So I infiltrate their forces, and I camouflage myself to be one of them. And then Nam casts Disguise Self and makes himself look like one of the gnolls.
As you make yourself into one of the gnolls, the dragonborn almost goes for his weapon, and then he goes, my apologies. Continue.
Just like so, I infiltrated them, and I took them out from within. And as I was standing above all of them, as they were running away because I had set all of their supplies on fire, I stood above them and I said, if you come back to my city, it's not going to be just your weapons that get burnt down. And then they ran away and never returned. And then Nam goes back to his normal self.
The dragonborn goes, that is, well, it is obvious that the Koboldia bards did not realize how brave your action truly was. As they say it, you led a battalion of kobolds against the Null, but clearly they were bringing down the story so that it would not make you look less humble than you are, clearly.
Yes. Precisely. That was probably it. Exactly.
And tell me, how did you come to be in the... Kind of turns and looks at everybody else. How did you come to be in the presence of such legend?
Well,
Well, when we told him of our noble cause, save the realm, he very humbly accepted our plea for his help.
It is understandable. He is a great man.
Exactly. That is exactly how that happened.
The bard that is sitting next to you, Lyra, kind of, and this bard is like your stereotypical, like long jacket, shirt undone almost down to the center of his chest, like super scraggly beard, long hair that's just braided together down his back. Looks at you and he goes, "And how did such a beauty as you come to be saving the realm?"
well, thanks. It was an accident mostly. And, she's like, yes, it was kind of an accident, prophecies. Yeah. That's about it.
Well, that's quite the story. I haven't been back to Stipvale. How is everyone?
Oh. Oh. Well, she gets pretty serious now, and she says, "It's not good. The whole city is lost, but there were some survivors. We have some refugees that are being taken care of, but the city is lost."
Avery kind of looks down and he glances across the fire, where you see Ro sharpening a sword, and Ro kind of looks up, and he goes, "Everybody was lost? Do you know who survived? Our parents are there."
I don't know the names of everyone. There were survivors. I don't know the names of everyone.
I could send a quick message to the people we have.
Yeah,
in
what are
charge
their
and
names?
Well, I mean, is there a way we can just go find them ourselves?
Oh, sure.
Oh. Yeah,
Well,
of course.
Wait, can we direct them?
Well,
without
yeah,
them
I
getting
have no
lost
idea.
in the maze?
So, from what you guys saw when you were leaving the maze, it looks like the city has set up people to guide people down the correct path.
Ah, okay, good. Well, yes, we have all of the people that we saved from the ruins of Stipvale are safely encamped with our very capable forces in a city that's based at the base of the world tree.
Wait, so anyway, as Elliot's gonna sort of interrupt,
Okay.
you have to understand we there are people after these people. It's not safe. How can we know we can trust you? I don't mean to be indelicate, but there is a great risk for telling everyone where these survivors are. As Elliot sort of like,
Interrupts.
yeah,
Yeah.
The Ro
Music kind of stiffens.
Ro
Gets
kind of
annoyed.
tilts his head and looks at you, and he says, "Well, I'd assume the same way that we can trust you. We don't know that anything you're saying is true."
Yeah, but you guys
This
don't
is
have a
fair.
nom.
This is true. We do not have the Nom with us. And the Dragonborn is kind of like looking like trying to make the argument to the human, and Ro looks at him and goes, "Drago, shut up. These
Drago,
people,
I'm sorry, buddy.
you all wandered into our camp, and we are more than happy to have you here. We're more than happy to share our food and our drink. But how can we trust you? The world is, well, the world seems to be falling apart."
yeah. Well, it is. And
Yeah, literally, kinda.
as is with most things, I think some pleasant conversation could ease everyone's minds.
Well, you're the one who made it unpleasant, friend.
Yeah,
I-
you know, I feel like
I-
I specifically remember, Elliot, us having a conversation about trust and how sometimes you just have to give it.
The furball kind of sits back down and he goes, we were having such a nice time. Can we not fight?"
Of course,
Yes,
I would love
actually-
to not fight. My apologies for my colleague.
Oh, well,
Susan just scoffs and sits down.
so
But
what is all of like? And Ares specifically turns to News and Lulin. So what is your tale? Why are you outside of Olfast? Are
Well,
they
you know-
rebuilding the army?
With
You
that
know, I had
phrasing,
a-
I'm not sure. As for our reason for being outside of the city, it's not a happy one.
No. What happened?
When exactly did you leave?
Just after the army was destroyed. The Arela, the triumvirate that's in charge, started sending us out to scout to see if the rest of the world needed help. And I found Drago and Kazor, and then later on we found Ro and Avery.
I see.
Lula's gonna look real somber. I guess you could say we kind of did the same thing, but except without anybody else telling us what to do.
Well, they told us what to do. They told us to leave.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Are you both okay? Is there anything we can do to help?
Lula's just gonna shrug. Home is wherever you make it to be. It's not where you're born from.
I would agree. Drago kind of looks up. He goes, "Can I speak again?" And Ro just goes, "Yes, Drago. Yes, you can speak again. It's fine. I didn't mean to be sharp with you." And you just watch as his dragonborn face just forms a big smile, and he goes, "Then we shall drink to the Nom." And he kind of holds
Ow.
up his glass for cheers.
How about we drink for everyone?
But not
He's so generous.
not everyone has legends such as you.
No, but let's not make this about me. Let's just all just drink to drink.
Kazor goes, "I can respect that." As he just picks up the keg and pops the top off, shakes it, and goes, "Yeah, it seems like there's enough left in that," and just picks it up and drinks it like it's his cup.
fair enough.
Avery kind of looks and goes, "Well now, seems like you've got quite the party yourselves. Are you Any good loot lately? Any dungeons I can sing the tales of when I arrive at... And he kind of looks back at Ro, he goes, right, we're not talking about that.
Oh. I don't know. What did we do? We went through a maze recently.
A maze?
Yeah.
I'm sure your brilliant wit is what led you all to victory over this maze.
Well, I got well.
Brilliant use
Yeah,
of the
she
five
got-
senses, we'll say.
I believe her brilliant wit was getting kidnapped and dragged to the solution. of the
Okay,
maze.
I don't know why you had to say that.
Well, whoever kidnapped you clearly saw your beauty and tried to take you for themselves.
No, actually, she
I
got
was getting
kidnapped.
arrested. Yeah.
He kind of leans back, and he kind of taps a finger to his chin, and he goes, "Beautiful and with a wild side. Where have you been all my life?" And Ro just looks across and goes, "Avery."
Yeah.
Yeah, you should see her. She's quite a wild one. Using just
You should see all the
grins.
books she has.
Well, actually, on our way here, we were attacked by some goblins, and Lyra here, made them all run to the hills.
Very true. Very true.
True.
I mean, yeah. I mostly just felt bad about murdering them. They didn't seem very strong.
Avery goes, "And compassionate."
Really putting a positive spin on them.
Drago's just looking between it all, and he looks at Lyra and then back to Avery and then looks at Nom and goes, "The Nom, I am confused. What is happening?"
I don't know. I think your buddy over there is hitting on my sister. I'm really kind of awkward
The
right
Nom,
now.
Avery! How dare you speak to the family of the Nom in such a way? And Avery just kind of turns and goes, "Drago?" Like, accent gone. Like, Drago?
Yeah. Nam is my brother.
Adopted, of course, in case you were confused.
Who would not want to adopt the Nom into their family?
Yeah, that's what my mom thought for sure.
He did it very aggressively, so I would.
Yeah, my mom is a force of nature. Sure.
Avery kind of slips back in it. "Oh, really? More like the wind or like the unceasing tide of the ocean?"
Okay, so if you combined a tsunami and a wildfire, something in that range.
She sounds dangerous.
Oh yeah.
Ro kind of just looks up and he goes, "Anyways, where are you all? Well, you've told us where you're coming from, but have you encountered anything besides the goblins in the hills south of here?"
Nope, just the goblins.
Not that we saw.
Little
I hear
kid.
the mountains are dangerous. I do apologize for being short a moment ago. You have to understand, we've been charged with protecting those people, and if you could just tell us who your parents are, I can check and see if they're there.
Our last name is Mason, if that helps you at all.
It may. And Elliot will sending to ask.
Who are you sending?
Who's
to?
he gonna ask? Sorry, I was just about to figure that out. Actually, I know exactly who I'm gonna send to. I'm gonna send to the person who owns the Beaten Battered, Noel, because they're more likely to know people. Haha, the bartender.
Nice.
All right. So what are you?
And so I'm
sending?
gonna ask. I'm saying, do you happen to know if any of the survivors that we brought with us we're of the Mason family. We've met some others out here in our travels who are asking about their parents.
Commander, I can check when I get back, but I'm north of the Chestfolk Run. We just lit an elven camp on fire. We're a little preoccupied at the moment.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just how he gets back. Oh yeah.
Commander, can I recommend you ask Danathai? He's still in the city, and if they were injured, they'd come through his medical tents.
Yes, of course. Good burning.
Yeah, oh, they're burning real good. Seems like some of their new warforged are made out of wood. And oh my god, do they smoke.
Good to know.
You
Elliott's just gonna look back at the party. New Warforged made out of wood. Should be easier to go up.
Anyways, you hear a final message over sending, and it just goes, "Fucking stabbed me."
Oh god.
Anyways, Commander, can I
Sure,
talk to you?
that's okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Thanks. Bye. Yeah, he's in that case. Elliot's gonna re-message. Genocide. Genocide. So, we have some people out here asking about their parents, possible survivors from the city. The last name Mason.
Mason. We have a father and a child named Mason. Did they have younger sibling?
I'll ask. Did you guys happen to have a younger sibling?
Avery kind of looks up at Ro, and Ro goes, "Yeah, we have a younger sister."
I'm gonna go back to the message and say, yeah, a younger sister, it would seem.
That is who we have.
All right, thank you. I may be sending some survivors, or not some survivors, just some family your way.
I will let scouts know to be prepared. What do they look like?
And I'll describe the people sitting in front of us.
I will be ready.
Thank you. Going back to the conversation. Okay, it looks like your father and your sister are there. I'm afraid I haven't heard word on your mother.
Ro kind of looks down. He goes, "I didn't expect that you would. She died before we left."
Then mostly good news.
Yes, well.
I've told them to keep an eye out for you. If you'd like to go visit them, we can direct you there. I do trust that you are not an imposter. Now
I would appreciate that.
So just go to the center tree. You'll find yourself in the maze, and they'll direct you from there. Once you're in the town, you'll look for one of our lead medical individuals. His name is Hisika Daski. He knows where to find your family.
I'll keep that in mind. I'm sorry. You said a maze. There's nothing around this underworld tree. It's a barren wasteland.
It didn't used to be.
Yeah.
I suppose we'll take your word for it. But I appreciate your help.
Just be
Elliot's
aware that
Sorry.
it's going to look like there's nothing there until you step into the snow.
Elliot's gonna cast encode thoughts on just some string in his pocket and hand it to one of the people.
Oh,
and it's going to be just the vision as you transition from seeing the tree in a tundra to stepping in and seeing the maze.
He kind of takes a strand. He goes, I think I understand. So, I mean, we can keep watch if you all need to rest.
Oh, I can do a thing when she casts Liam over here instead.
They kind of look up as this dome forms around you all. And Ari goes, "Oh, that's beautiful."
Thank you. You know, I can make it different colors. And
Oh?
she.
Oh my gosh, what colors can you make it?
Oh, and anything. Tell me what you want. What do you want?
Kind of like a seafoam green?
Yeah. She'll
Oh,
make
good
it.
choice.
Good choice.
Oh, it reminds me of home.
Oh, I'm.
Actually, Ari, I had a couple questions about home, if you don't mind.
Of course, I'll. What do you need?
Well, I was just curious how Arilla is actually faring.
Well, I mean, the elves still haven't found us yet. That's good.
Yes, yeah.
We were talking with the Minotaur's new leader. That's important.
Who took charge?
Yeah.
Herkist did. Herkist Boldspeaker.
Newsom kind of looks at Lulin.
Lulu has like his thumb at his temple, and like the rest of his fingers like at his forehead. There's just like a giant sigh, eyes wide.
Are you from one of the families that doesn't get along with the Boldspeaker clan?
Well, you answered your own question. I'm from the family, and I don't get along with them.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be the bearer of bad news.
Nope. It's
No,
quite all right.
it's-
They're
It's good to
very-
know.
They're very good at what they do. It's just that they wanted to make everybody in the family do what they wanted to do.
I understand not wanting to follow in your family's steps sometimes. And he looks at you. He goes, "And what have you? What family are you from?"
Newsom kind of pauses for a minute. It says, well, formerly, it kind of gestures to the horns. Stormhorn.
Oh yes, I assumed so, but I didn't want to make assumptions.
I appreciate it. But not anymore.
Oh, you've given up your name? You've taken on a great task?
Well, sort of.
In your head, Newson, you just hear, "Yikes."
She just ignores Velkin completely. Yeah. I suppose the entire journey is a great task.
Well, I'm sure you'll do excellently. I mean, Minotaurs don't give up their names unless they're confident, right?
True. Very true.
It could be worse. Your last name could be Saltlick.
Yeah?
That
Yeah.
is true. That would suck.
Yeah. Yes.
More-
Yes, it would.
Ari kind of looks at Nom and goes, "Oh, more than I think you know. The Nom?" And
Just-
Drago just goes, "Yes, the Nom."
Just Nom is fine, really.
Just Nom. Okay. Oh gosh, I am on first name basis with the Nom. It is so good to meet you, Nom.
It is good to meet you as well. I'm sorry for interrupting. Please go on.
Well,
But
I'm sure you'll do excellently. If there's any way I can help, you just need to let me know.
I greatly appreciate it. I don't, we can't really accept help on that journey, but, I appreciate the sentiment.
Well,
I was,
Yes, but I'm not a Minotaur.
well, fair.
I'm not.
Guess
I'm not
kind of
bound-
a loophole.
I'm not bound by your customs, although I do understand if you wish to follow them.
If you could, other than the new leadership, could you tell us what else has
Isaac?
happened?
He's just sliding all around.
I'll stop. I'm done.
You're about to get deleted.
PT's reaching over for like a squirt bottle.
I was actually curious about one of the other Furbolg families. Not, you know, I don't know how familiar you are with everybody in the city, but the Willow Fronds.
You're friends with the Willow Fronds?
Oh yeah, Kieran and I were good friends in our childhood. I got her into a bit of mischief, but
I know passingly of Kieran. I can inquire if I return to Irella.
I'd appreciate that. You know, I mean, I suppose because you all aren't beholden to the Minotaur customs, she might not feel the same way the Minotaurs do about me. But
No,
you know, I don't want to get her into any trouble.
Of course, I'll be subtle in my inquiries.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Drago is like Nom. Drago is waiting on you hand and foot. Like if you ask for fucking water, you get water. You ask for more ale, you get ale. Much to Kazor's just detriment.
Drago, please just
Go over to. Sorry.
just relax. I'm not that big of a deal.
I'm sorry. I'm just so excited. It's not every day you meet living legends.
I wouldn't call myself a living legend. I did what anybody would have done in my situation.
So you say, but there are many who cannot pull off the feat of bravery you did. Single-handedly fighting Null Army, that is a big deal.
Well, I didn't really, fight them. I kind of just destroyed all their supplies so they couldn't fight anymore.
Ah, that seems like fighting to me.
Well, I appreciate it, don't get me wrong, but you don't really have to treat me like some big deal, you know?
But you are a big deal. Well, you're a small deal, but big legend. It is not every day that Kobold becomes honored like Dragonborn.
Must I ask you, where did you hear this from?
Where else? The taverns of Koboldia. They have erected a statue to you in your district.
Well, it's been quite some time since I've been there, so...
Yes, there is even act in your name being passed.
There's act?
The
This man's got legislation?
The goblin. He is trying to get act passed. Nom's heroic bill for safety of Koboldia.
Ah, I see.
Yes.
That's interesting. They're aware that I haven't been there for the past, several years.
Well, it seems to matter not for them. It is a big deal. Governor Zod has done much to encourage it. He is trying to get Nom Day, Festival of Nom. And as he says that, every single weapon that you guys have in your heads goes, Zod?
That's fine.
So you're telling me that Zod, this guy Zod, is coming up with all this stuff?
Well, yes.
That's interesting. Is that? I kind of looked to the group. I was like, is that the guy we're looking for?
Yes.
I thought so.
Well,
Ro kind of goes,
should be-
you're looking for a Koboldian governor?
Apparently.
Well, you know, when you want to pass a bill.
Are you into saving the world or politics?
Sometimes
Well,
it feels
mostly
like they're
saving the
one and the
world.
same.
Well, now I'm not even sure anymore.
The passing a bill was mostly a joke.
Sometimes the politics speaks with hammers. Sometimes the politics actually speaks with words. Depends on
Elliot's
the other
gonna look
side.
over. When was the last time you did anything politically?
And that's why I decided not to go with the family. I don't like
Well,
using my words.
I thought it was pretty
I thought.
political how we scared off those goblins instead of murdering them.
Yeah, I totally wasn't planning on murdering them.
Yeah, it's okay. They'll just try to murder the next group that goes through there.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we've told you guys about those guys, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned this.
pretending to be a
Avery
kid.
goes, "You've mentioned this beauty's heroics in passing."
Cool. Elliot's gonna turn to the dwarf.
It's Newson's turn to roll her eyes.
As you roll your eyes, Newson, he looks at you and goes, "Well, don't be upset. You're beautiful too."
She just shakes her head and looks back at her furbolg friend instead, like, oh god.
Ari goes, "Ignore Avery. He's an idiot."
He's barking up the wrong tree, too.
Avery just goes, "Are you calling
he's
me a
barking
dog?"
up too.
Because you'd be correct.
I am indeed.
Well,
You dog, Elliot says as he looks over and his eyes turn, teeth get a little sharper.
none of them see it because you have the hat on.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Damn.
Your very fashionable hat.
Elliot's just forgotten that the hat does that, not gonna lie.
By Elliot, you mean Isaac.
Oh. If Isaac forgets, so does Elliot.
That's just how it works.
Fair.
It's true.
Elliot's gonna make eye contact with Lyra and go, he's kind of like the frat boys back at Apud, huh?
You know, yeah, I didn't see the resemblance right off the bat, but now I kind of. Wait, what does a magical frat look like?
There's a whole lot of bottomless keg stands.
Oh, so many. Every time they think they can get to the bottom of it, but it's in the name. I don't understand.
Right? They enchanted it. What the hell?
There's an old
This is
tale
all in
of,
Lyra's head. Yeah.
there's an old tale of the first leader of the group just emptied one. So now everybody's trying to go to that power.
The legend of the
I
one
mean-
who emptied the bottomless pit.
Avery looks, he goes, "I mean, I did go to a poo briefly."
Well, no,
that
that was
was
in
all in our
Lyra's
head.
head.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
But now I want to know
Yeah,
that.
It's fine. Elliot's gonna go over to the dwarf and say, "So, you like to brew?"
Ah, yes. One of my favorite things.
Of course. See, that's really where alchemy shines, is the brewing. I had this old professor who, he swore by, some magical using it in combat, but I'm good with it.
The only thing
Really?
you should be using brewing for in combat is getting absolutely plastered so you can't feel the enemy's blows.
Exactly. That's what I told him. In fact, I'm gonna tell him again.
Just drunkenly in the middle of this conversation. Message Malum, you dumb shit.
You bitch!
There's oh right, did you contact my mom?
Yeah!
She has not responded.
She
What'd she say?
is waiting to respond until she's been in a better place to do so.
Say that, or has she just not responded yet?
Well, that would be one way of putting it.
Okay. That's concerning.
I'm sure Anyway, so brewing. Where did you learn to brew this magnificent mead?
But I'm a dwarf lad.
Well, of course, but okay. So listen, as Elliot's a few
You-
meads in, and they're strong.
You elves have your armies, the humans have their ships, the minotaurs have their weapons, and we have our alcohol.
The Minotaurs also have the mead, but it's
mead.
That's how classes.
Let's be honest.
a
It's
lot.
mead. This is ale.
Yeah.
Entirely different
Bro, this-
things.
I've had your mead. This is better. Just down to the atomic level is just better.
Okay,
anyways,
now
this-
who's
this
imitating the frat boys?
alchemist-
This
Look.
elf gets it. I'm so sorry, we didn't ask. What are all of your names?
Oh, well,
We
I'm
know
Lyra.
the nom.
Mhm.
Nom,
Yeah, that's
whatever
nice.
your title is, I don't particularly care. And I know your last names, or lack thereof, Minotaurs. I don't mean to be offensive, I don't actually know your customs.
I am Lulin Boltspeaker.
Good to meet you, Lulin.
Likewise.
And
Yes, and I'm Newzen.
Newson, okay, got it.
Well,
That's
I'm
Elliot. in the
Wolfman.
puddle down there.
You're a wolf man.
But his name's
Fine.
Elliot. His name's Elliot.
But I am, and Elliot's gonna go full wolf, but no one can tell. See?
No, but you know what? You believe what you need to.
Great.
And you?
And I'm Lyra. Lyra Dream Shadow.
Avery goes, a beautiful name for a beautiful woman, and Ro goes, Avery! Shut the fuck up! God, I'm so sorry about him. He was dropped on his head several hundred times as a child.
Oh, yeah.
It's a miracle he got into college, really.
He got into college?
He got into college?
Well, I mean, he got into music school at a pood. Whatever the fuck that means.
Oh,
And Avery just goes,
never mind.
Ro, it is a perfectly respectable profession. And Ro just kind of looks back at him and goes, yes, when you use it for the good of people. And not trying to get laid.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Well, yeah, Elliot and I went to the wizard college.
Oh, you're wizards.
Yeah. And then she does a little
Did the
prestidigitation.
Wolfman give it away?
You still look like a normal
Learn-
elf.
I do not.
You most definitely do. Kazor,
Newsom
stop
just-
giving him ale.
Newson just like looks at Elliot and points at the hat, or like points like at head hat.
Lulin's gonna cast Lesser Restoration on Elliot and clear the drunkenness.
Oh no.
So he
What?
clears the
Wait.
drunkenness at the same time Newson points to your hat.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna walk over and get you a pat on the back because it's a touch, and it can and either one disease or one condition inflicting it. So, the conditions can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Do you get to
But-
pick? Oh, I was about
Yeah.
to say. You said one disease. Technically, like it's Rope's a disease.
Disease or
Gonna say.
disease or condition. So it's not and condition.
You're just
so
gonna
I'm
clear him
doing
of
a
drunkenness?
Yeah, I'm gonna choose the alcohol poisoning.
Oh my god.
Bruh, I have never seen someone kill a buzz so quickly.
I think you might have needed to sober up there, friend. You think you're a wolf.
Ah, yes. My apologies. And Elliot will grab his hat off and sort of bow as he takes it off.
As you take it off... Oh, okay. I'm just gonna click wolf time, because I can't get it to appear.
Wolf time.
As you...
Bye.
It stopped working. There it is. As you take it off, Ro falls off of his, like, log that he's sitting on and goes, fucking guns! And just starts, like, getting ready to draw his weapon.
No. Newson just kind of puts out a blocking arm.
Lyra's like, it's fine. He does this sometimes.
You're
After the
traveling
bow,
with
he'll put
a
his hat back
godscrammed
on.
werewolf?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty chill though.
He's not trying to eat anyone.
He has
Perhaps
control over the form.
perhaps we put the hat back on.
Elliot, after the bow, is gonna put the hat back on, anyways.
Ro kind of stands up and goes, "I'm sorry. You can all understand how that was unexpected."
That's fair.
Oh, of course, of course. I mean, I did warn you.
Yes, but I didn't believe you.
It's not
Yes,
really on
well.
us, though.
Ro
And
just kind of like
unfortunately for
holds out his hand that he was grabbing his sword with. He goes, "Khazor, ale."
2 for me.
See, now you can get back to you can restart.
Well, you know,
Yeah, but now I'm behind.
the only person you're behind is Drago, and he can't get drunk anyways. And Drago just goes, "Yes! Wait, no!"
What?
I don't like this game anymore.
So, anyways, this alchemist I met, he said he was from a different realm, where the booze were brewed by these dwarves that were just magnificent, even outside of our realm's abilities.
Khazor just looks at you. Well, I don't believe that.
Right?
We're the
That's
best.
what I said.
Avery kind of looks up
And
and goes,
honestly-
"Are you talking about Malum?
Yeah!
Whatever happened to him?"
Ooh.
I banished him.
It was
Lyra,
supposed to be
honestly, good
funny.
riddance.
It was.
Worst elective I ever
took.
Right?
That man,
The usefulness and applications of extraplanar alchemy. Yeah,
you-
useful my ass.
if you use enough grease, you can solve any problem. What was he on?
Right? Like, jeez, I think that man ate enough bacon to feed a small city.
I think
honestly,
that man lost brain cells for every year he was alive, which is a lot of them, considering I'm pretty sure he met dinosaurs.
right? Like, good lord.
And what was his fascination with bugs?
Right? Every
That's
single
great.
it's like he came from a world that only had bugs.
God, I
Like,
can't even imagine.
Come on.
You know, this is the most you've actually spoke about this Malum professor.
Well, I wouldn't speak about him
he's-
either. He's kind of a dick.
Yeah,
True.
I just didn't realize. Look, I thought he was gonna be gone for like 5 minutes. You know. I feel
Oh,
thankful
sure
that-
you did. He
Thankfully
talked
for you
about
and
his
my
other
grades,
world
he's
all
staying
the
gone forever.
time.
God, that alchemy professor they replaced him with was a ditz.
True, like, he would pass a freaking blade of grass for just sucking up some water. You know, like, come on.
Right. Insane. But thankfully you got rid of him. I never would have passed that final. I didn't study at all.
Relatable.
should study.
I'm sorry. Maybe you're not as attractive as I thought. Studying. Ugh.
Ouch.
At that comment, I think Lulin's gonna reach for his weapon. Now. Smart, being smart is attractive. Being
Thanks,
smart
Lilith.
gets you out of a lot of situations.
Well, I've never had anyone tell me that being smart's attractive, and Ro goes, "Yeah, that's because you're an idiot, Avery."
And not attractive.
Drago just says, "Nom has spoken."
It's rough, buddy.
Well, maybe we should turn. Well, I might turn in for the. You know.
What, you got a final in the morning?
Look, we missed that final, and I'm still kind of upset about it. So I don't know why you keep bringing it up.
As
Oh,
you
I'm
say you're gonna
sorry.
turn in, Avery goes, "Oh, we're turning in for the night," and Ro goes, "You're not. Go get on fucking post." And Avery just kind of grumbles as he leaves the bubble and walks into the tree line.
First watch.
First watch. Avery fucked up so bad in the last dungeon. Avery has all of them.
Oh,
What's
yes.
probably
Buddy.
What kind of man looks at a skeleton with no head and goes, he can hear my songs?
That's valid.
To be fair, vibrations, I guess.
Yeah, sure. Regardless, we all get a long night's rest and he gets to go sit out there. Drago will just carry him in the morning.
Ah,
Fair.
I like this strategy. Also, wait, what dungeon? Where you guys? Where? You're coming from a dungeon?
Ari just goes, it was the strangest thing. We were just walking along and it's like these ruins just dropped out of nowhere in front of us. We'd been through the area before. They weren't on any map.
Ah.
Out of thin air?
It seemed like it. There was some strange magic there, but I couldn't really identify it.
Well, yeah, yeah. That's just a symptom of the world ending.
Yeah, you remember how we said
Excuse
there.
me? You said you were saving the world. You didn't say. I thought you meant from like a dictator or a king. I didn't. It's ending.
Not if we can help it.
Yeah, we're trying real hard so that it doesn't.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh.
No, I wouldn't be too.
Don't
It's
worry
just
too
like
much. Yeah.
we have some
kind
like
of a comforting
planes
hand.
combining.
No, I feel like I need to worry. This seems very bad.
No,
No.
it's fine. As Elliot's gonna grab the keg, pour out like a big tall mead, and just put it in their hand.
Ari just kind of
It's
takes
fine.
the mead and like drinks the ale and drinks the entire thing and goes, "Oh, it's not like home. It's not like home." And Ro goes, "Ari, you're okay. We're safe. Everything's fine." And Ari just goes, "Yeah, we're safe. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine." And then Drago just kind of looks at you, Nami, goes, "It gets like this sometimes."
Yeah,
What-
just
what-
let him know we got it under control. We'll figure it out.
Well, of course you have
What-
it under
what
control.
is
You are
home?
Nom.
What is home?
Home for him is Arilla.
The Furbolg city next to the Minotaur cities. We all share one lock around the.
They are, how you say, agrophobes. That's not the right word. Ro just kind of looked at him. Do you mean agoraphobes? Aries just kind of.
That makes sense.
No, okay. It's all gonna be fine. It's all gonna be. I just need to sleep. The world will be better when I wake up.
True.
Understand, you have the power to make the world better.
Well, I mean, the teachings of the World Tree say we all have that power. But you all must be very particularly gifted or blessed.
Not
Chosen, I think, is the right word.
Ari kind of looks up at Lulin and goes, "Can I rearrange the flowers in your hair? It'll help calm me down."
Oh, absolutely. I've been meaning to do it.
And Ari just
And then
kind of
Lily unties his bun.
Ari goes and sits behind you and just starts like pulling out flowers that are old and summoning new ones and weaving them into your hair. Ro looks at you all and says, "If you need to stay here. Get a good rest. We'll handle the watches. I'm not actually gonna keep Avery out there all night. God knows we'd die. But I'll
True.
get a good rest. I'll see if we can't help chart you a faster path to where. Are you going directly to the city gates, or
There's a mountain
No. Yeah. Do we remember?
just
what the-
southeast of the city? It's a cave. Let's see. As Elliot sort of pulls out his map, somewhere around here, I think we have a big cave we need to get to.
give your map to Drago. I'll see if he can chart you a better path. Save you some time.
And would you guys mind marking where the ruins you found were?
Yeah, of course. And he kind of takes your map and he puts a mark on it. So let me just. I'll figure out how to mark the map later.
Fair enough.
They're where my cursor is.
Okay. In the hills on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He hands your map to Drago after Drago goes, yes. I will find you a good path. Only the best for Nom and friends. Friends of Nom. Friends of Nom's compatriots, Nom's followers.
No, not followers, not followers.
Well, obviously your sister is not follower of Nom, but she should be.
Right.
They're all not followers. We're in this mutually.
Ah. I will make sure that if I return to Koboldia, they sing all of your praises.
Yes, that you should definitely do.
I think we're gonna end it there.
Ooh.
It's about the
There you
3-hour
go.
mark.
How styling is
Banging. Banging.
You thought he was the perfect man now.
Oh,
Just wait.
you are the perfect man now.
The Tinder picture, 10 out of 10. On point. On fleek.
So very
Lulin's-
good.
Lulin's immaculate.
Tinder profile is flawless.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I have no idea what Lulin's description would be on his Tinder profile.
The
'Cause
world's
he
most
can't-
perfect man.
Yeah, but you can't put that on your own profile. That's sus.
Well, obviously we know that Elliot and Lyra made your Tinder profile.
Elliot was the main
Elliot
one.
probably-
Says
Elliot
that Lyra
probably-
helped.
Elliot probably suggested, maybe as a joke, but Lyra probably took it way too serious as it should have been.
She was like, "You're so right."
Did everybody have fun?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you guys
as
like
always.
your other adventuring party?
Yes.
Yes, they're fun.
Never enough D&D though, gotta say.
Yeah. Time.
Just gonna hit Lulin with the family emotional damage.
I think I hit you all with some emotional damage.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna
I've got
extradite
hit with
you and
confusion.
become leaders.
I know, right? Anyways, everybody, thanks for joining us this week. Thank you for hanging out. Tomorrow, we're doing a one-shot,
Yeah.
which
One shot.
everybody is going to enjoy, I think.
I think so.
Exciting.
What? Which?
Huh?
Isaac!
What?
What? How can I help you?
I saw what you were doing.
Well, I'm just figuring how to draw.
He's figuring out how to doodle.
Ah, I see.
Anyways, everyone, so tomorrow we will be doing a one-shot at 7 o'clock Central. And then Tuesday there won't be a stream, unfortunately, I have to work. But we will be back again on Thursday for more D&D nonsense and the Smash or Pass thing.
My favorite Thursday thing to do.
Yep, tomorrow we're going to be doing a one-shot with a bunch of custom subclasses.
Truly the best.
It's gonna be something. If you've ever wanted to meet a micro-celebrity warlock, tomorrow is the time.
So true. So true.
Anyways, thank you to everybody thank you for everybody who followed today. There's a lot of you. I'll try and read through them as fast as I can. Oh gosh, there's a lot of them. Chaotic Queen, Doc Awesome, J Prindiv, Corex Wolfie, Regal J Lin, Just T, Bobbert, Raikou TV, Mooney Delta, and then Lucky Uncle, Willard the Wizard, JS, Pumpkin, Percival, Frosty, and Writer of Gala. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed the story, and I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. I'm gonna toss everybody on over to Tabletop RPG Academy because they're fun. And I will see you all again tomorrow night. If you want to join their army, you can do so in the Discord. There's a whole channel. There's a whole channel category called Hedge Knights that has all the information you need, and you can directly affect how the story goes.
And
Like
your
Coffee
character
did
too
today.
could have a
Yes.
cameo.
Coffee's character was featured as the
The barista.
coffee serving Warforged.
Yep.
Yes.
So you can definitely see your NPCs can make an appearance in the world.
Yeah.
Everybody, thank you for being here. Until next time, stay cool, stay in school, stay techno. We'll catch you then.
Bye.
See you next time,
Bye.
disaster tourists.
I forgot to read everyone out. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
It's
They know
okay.
who we are.
We all exist.